Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another week of the Endgame Podcast. I'm your host, 30 and Still Gaming, and welcome back. We've been off for a couple weeks just because I was sick, and then we had a new launch game coming out, and then now we got plenty of news. We saw plenty of stuff. I've watched some videos that you guys posted in the thing. I got some more info now to theorize and whatnot in my head. I do not believe it's Nova now. I do believe it is Superior Iron Man, but we'll talk about that when we get to the actual breakdown and whatnot. We've been absentee here for a couple weeks, so we're gonna scroll up. Gonna talk about some teases and news stories that happened over the last 3 weeks. We're gonna look for some of the stories and whatnot. What's going on, Sean? What's going on, Krebsy? All right, what we got here? What do we have here? That one's gone off the deep end there. That's February 6th. Oh, all right. Here's the first story. So the first story of the evening here is way back. When was this this article written here? February 2nd. So we got 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And it's that new data reveals that the Marvel show drove the most Disney Plus subscribers and what didn't. Right? With theaters struggling and now more than ever in Hollywood, it has increasingly turned attention towards streaming services produced. Disney Plus has allowed the worlds of Marvel and Star Wars to release more content to fans than ever. That includes live-action original series, animated ventures, and blockbuster movies. So, just over 2 years have passed since the service inception, and Marvel has already released 5 hit series. I don't know if they're hits. Including WandaVision, Loki, Hawkeye. Meanwhile, Star Wars Universe released the global phenomenon of Mandalorian and even resurrected a hugely popular animated series, The Clone Wars, for one final season. Now, what Disney Plus release was the biggest? A recent report from Wall Street Journal revealed that the number of new Disney Plus subscribers were days since 2020, demonstrating how Marvel and Star Wars release drive growth to the streaming service. Now, you can see here, this is done in, I'm assuming, thousands, which is not very good. Okay. Now, this is the peak of stuff. So the number one thing on the platform, I believe, was Hamilton. Okay. Which was back in 2020. And then you get the Mandalorian coming in. This is not the line right here. The line is all the way down here. Why am I getting a shadow? Give me 1 second. I got to fix my camera for a second. Why is the spillage? No. Oh, that's not doing it. That's the opposite. I don't know why this is like this all of a sudden. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening behind me and on my microphone. Give me 1 sec. That's doing nothing. And then, well, let's recapture that, shall we? It's better. Oh, this piece right there. We'll put that off. There we go. Perfect. All right. Sorry about that. I didn't like that noise that was happening behind me. Looks a little static. Little Olds 50 film. Yeah, it was weird. I don't know what was happening there. All right, we fixed it. All right, so going back to this. It's even worse now. Now, it gets better, Sean. Calm down. All right, so Mandalorian's around 125,000, 125,000. 150 is Soul, Disney's Pixar's Soul. And then you get WandaVision. WandaVision was around 75,000. 75,000. Okay. Then you have Falcon and Winter Soldier is around like 60,000. Loki was even lower than that. That was below 50,000. Black Widow was around 75,000 as well, as about as high as WandaVision. What If was around 40, 45,000. Hawkeye is around 60,000 as well. Now, it says, looking at the early days of Disney Plus streaming services clearly benefited heavily from the COVID pandemic, and subscribers numbers saw significant and lasting spikes when lockdown measures were first introduced around the world. Now, comparing the subscriber growth surrounding each of the Marvel's shows, Star Wars and Disney Plus release, Mandalorian Season 2 had the biggest impact, with 118,000 new signups on October 30th, 2021 premium date. Now, among the MCU series, Hawkeye premieres surprisingly demonstrated a strong impact on the subscriber numbers, with 71,000 new signups the day after release. Now, both WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier came in closer to matching a figure of 70,000 and 63,000 peak around the respective premieres. Meanwhile, Loki lagged behind with a disappointing 47,000 new subscribers, while the animated series What If dropped even further with only 36,000 on the first weekend after premiere. Now, Marvel Studios' only premiere access release of Black Widow allowed the title to purchase by Disney Plus subscribers for an additional fee, and the day after it launched on July 10th in 2021 saw an impressive 80,000 subscribers, although Scarlett Johansson's flick similarly supplemented by the premiere of Monsters at Work, as well as the later episodes of Star Wars Bad Batch and Loki. Disney Plus Day proved to be the major success of the service, 103,000 new subscribers on November 12th, 2021. Now, the special event saw several significant releases, including Shang-Chi and Legends of the Ten Rings, Home Sweet Home Alone, and looked into the future of MCU's feature multiple new announcements. However, the subscriber growth attracted by either Marvel or Star Wars is dwarfed by the streaming release of the world's famous Hamilton music, which garnered a record-breaking 413,000 new subscribers on the release day. Other movies titles not featured on this graph above include Raya, Last Dragon, Cruella, and Luca, also had significant impact on Disney Plus streaming growth over the past year. Now, from MCU, Marvel Studios are expected to premiere numerous projects in 2022, including Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special this year. Meanwhile, Star Wars Universe is set to have Obi-Wan Kenobi, Andor, and Bad Batch Season 2, and The Mandalorian Season 3 in 2022. Now, looking at the projects ahead, Obi-Wan Kenobi will obviously produce a strong subscriber growth. Star Wars fans have been calling for Ewan McGregor for Jedi Return for years now, anticipate the series to unparallel from upcoming Disney Plus releases. In terms of MCU, it wouldn't be surprising to see the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special perform the best festive theme release, typically attract large family audiences, as Hawkeye demonstrated, while anticipation for the space hopping team's third outing to help propel it towards the top of 2022's Disney Plus release. And Marvel Studio will return to Disney Plus on March 30th, 2022, in the series premiere of Moon Knight. I'm very surprised by the numbers. I thought would be better. I thought the numbers would be better, but these are signups, Disney signups, not the actual viewership. Now, the viewership of this, they were saying that Hawkeye actually had a better viewership than Loki did, but those aren't really good numbers. Those are actually terrible numbers, and they have to be worried. Disney has to be worried going into year 2 of the Marvel shows now. They have to get that number, I would say, 3 to 4 times higher to get interest going with this. Those numbers are absolute garbage. Where are those numbers from? This is from their daily signups. So they pull it from the signups of Disney Plus of when they first signed up. From the direct.com got the numbers there. Now, I don't know if they're fudging the numbers or they don't have all the info. Again, these are subscribers, not viewers. Okay? But you have to say, if 67,000 people signed up and they don't want to share the numbers, like they shared the numbers for Black Widow, and Black Widow did terrible. Terrible. It only had, what was it, 2 million? 2 million people that paid? I mean, that's terrible. I mean, sure, it paid $30, but 2 million viewers of 100, and they have 115 million subscribers. I mean, that's awful, awful. Those aren't hot numbers. Those are garbage numbers. What is Disney Plus's? Let's see, Disney Plus subscription. That's not what I'm. Total. $118 million. 118.1 million people have Disney Plus, and only 2 million purchased Black Widow. And only, I mean, they had terrible numbers. They were in the 500,000s, if I recall, for viewership for Hawkeye and whatnot, which is absolute horrendous. But that goes. We'll see if they. I don't think Moon Knight's going to be any more successful. If any numbers are going to go up, as like the article said, I think Obi-Wan would bring the numbers up higher, but I still don't think. I mean, episode 1 better be red hot coming out. Better be red hot coming out. Because if we get another series like Boba Fett, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough being a Star Wars fan and for Disney Plus. So another story I want to talk about is that Spider-Man's Madam Web movie eyeing Dakota Johnson as the lead star. This is the girl that played in 50 Shades of Grey, if I'm not mistaken. Rumors in 2019 indicated that Sony was working on a Spider-Man spin-off based on the character Madam Web following the year. It was reported that Sony had hired TV director S.J. Clarkson for the secret Marvel movie. Later revealed to be rumored Madam Web, all remade, waiting to see if Sony would be eyeing to lead the spin-off. Now, filming for the movie rumored to begin this year, which pointed to news about casting not being too far behind. In the meantime, fans theorize that the arrival of Madam Web, who is traditionally involved in the multiverse events, Sony might be delving even more into the same premise that was first explored in Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, however, it seems like this casting, news points to Madam Web being more directly involved instead of sitting out in the fantasy chair. Now, according to the new report from Deadline, actress Dakota Johnson, known as her roles in 50 Shades of Grey and Social Network, is the frontrunner for the lead as S.J. Clark's Madam Web. It's currently being courted by Sony. Now, Johnson became the frontrunner after Sony cut down their list of actresses following an extensive 2-month search. I'd like to know who else they had on that. However, sources close to Deadline claim that the project could turn into something else. Due to Madame Web's advanced age and and being blind, along with the character's hardly fighting villains herself, considering Johnson's age, it's doubtful that she will be playing the original Madame Web. In the comics, Cassandra Webb, but rather Julia Carpenter, who is also a current younger Madame Web. Now, additionally, Matt Shazama and Burke Sharpless is the pen and the screenplay. Now, two Madame Webs. It's no surprise that Sony intends to cast the lead in an expansive tentpole movie with the younger actress, so that the character can involve in necessary action scenes. Now, this is a change from the comics, in which the original Madame Web was an old woman named Cassandra Webb, who often just helped the heroes and Spider-Man from her comfy chair in the empty void. Now, however, in the comics, Cassandra was killed by Kraven the Hunter. In her dying moments, she transferred her powers, telepathy, and precision to a woman named Julia Carpenter, formerly known as Arcane the Spider-Woman. Now, so it could be possible that Sony may cast another Madame Web alongside Dakota Johnson, one who dies and passes her abilities on to Johnson, as an experienced hero tends to be in an original movie. So I don't really have any kind of like thoughts of Dakota Johnson. I mean, sure. I mean, obviously, I don't think she's playing the older Madame Web. I think the article's stating a good theory here that she's probably playing, if they go that route, she's probably playing Julia, and not playing the original Madame Web, and she'll probably get the origin story of Madame Web, right? The new Madame Web. And I would think this is the way they would go, because if they're going to do some team-up movies down the line, crossover films with Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, who knows, that they would probably have Dakota Johnson, weave in between those guys and not be some old person that's going to, you know what I mean? Again, Madame Web is another character that's not very popular, not very well known. So this would be a hard sell. Okay, this would be a hard sell for people. Krebsy says, I see Madame Web in Spider-Verse that brings Tom Holland into the universe and connects all Spider-Verses even further. I can see that happening. Krebsy. Hawkeye, going back, Hawkeye is getting 500,000 compared to Game of Thrones 16 million for 8 seasons, right? Like, think about that. I don't know. Madame Web, not really excited. This is sort of like I know that Peacemaker is doing well. People like it. It was like slow start, but then people really liked it. I haven't watched it. But again, this is another sell. I like to know the numbers of the people watching Peacemaker, right? Peacemaker's another character that's not very well known. I would put in like a C listing of a character. And some of these other characters that they're pulling from, obviously, they have to pull some of the characters out of Spider-Man's verse to bring up, because they only have Spider-Man. Sure, they have Venom and stuff, and they're trying to bring those characters up. But a lot of the other characters inside the Spider-Verse are not very well known, and they have to bring them into the forefront here to do something with it. Otherwise, they're just sitting on this rebooting Spider-Man over and over and over and over and over. Let's see. This one is next story. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 producer teases the MCU multiverse connections. Okay, live action isn't the only place where famous wall crawlers had an unforgettable mark. It's also hard to forget that Spider-Verse is an animated film that not only made a massive strides in the animation itself, but also quickly became one of the most beloved Spidey tales of all time. Now, the proper sequel is on its way later this year, and one that brings back Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen for another romp titled Across the Spider-Verse. This time, Miles is the one traveling through different universes while meeting other Spider-Men like Oscar Isaac's Spider-Man 2099. Given how popular the world is, good fans see a connection happening between live action and animated stories. I always think that this is going to happen, but we'll see. During the interview, Josh Happy Said Confused podcast Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse writer-producer Chris Miller and Phil Lord talked about the animated universe and its connections to the live-action MCU telling. When we asked about what was possible, Miller replied, "The multiverse is big and wider," and questioning why it would think that the two couldn't be related. He quote, "The multiverse is big and wide, and all things grow. And why would you think the multiverse in which many things are possible and those things are not related?" Question. Lord sarcastically added, "Everything's possible except for the one thing that everyone wants." While the other two don't confirm any specific connections, their comments were meant to make it clear that these ties were possible, given the endless opportunities that the multiverse presents. Now, he also asked to see if the two knew that was going to happen in Spider-Verse No Way Home, and those events impacted their plans and animation side of producing it. Amy Pasquale, who was the producer of Spider-Verse, also on live-action Spider-Man, she's been sort of the conduit to knowing exactly what's going on in the Spider-Verse in the various forms. And the writers and the directors are all bundles or buddies of ours, and we also sort of have been in the loop as far as what's going on. Now, we've also tried to make sure that we don't step on each other's toes, telling different types of stories and different themes, and also stuff because people want the original stories and it feels new and interesting. And our job is to give it to them. I like that last part, right? I like that last part as far as staying within the story, the lore, the original story. Miller labeled it a bit of a forced collaboration, but one that makes your things better because you're having to come up with something new and not obviously a thing. Now, the vast connection of the Spider-Verse with what happened in Spider-Man No Way Home, fans could never discount that the possibility is no one would have guessed 5 years ago that they also MCU Tom Holland Spidey filmed where William Dafoe, Green Goblin, was in the main villain and also teamed up with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire to stop. Now, both Miller and Lord mentioned a while back the two of them had wanted both Garfield and Maguire to make cameos, but they were turned down. This goes to show that they were just been in the effort in the past to make those connections, and given the success of No Way Home, the likelihood of these kind of crossovers happening is exceptionally higher. Even Tom Holland and Zendaya have made it clear they also love to take part of something that's apparently casual conversation, but possibly. I think Tom Holland will definitely be in the new Spider-Verse. I just have a feeling. And if he's in that, boom, it connects it. It connects it. So, what do you guys think? Do you think that this is the animated series will be connected to the live action, whichever way they go? Maybe not so much connected to Tom Holland, maybe. I think it will be. But maybe connected to Andrew Garfield. Right? Maybe to Andrew Garfield. I don't think they need to introduce Madam Web. Web right now is in the MCU. The lore and which versions of Madam Web. Right. It all depends on which way they go with it. Apparently, it's rumored that Tobey's Spider-Man will be in Morbius and will lead into Spider-Man 4. Interesting. So you're telling me... Now, let's think about this for a second. Let's think about this, Sean. Do we think we get another Tom Holland Spider-Man, we get an Andrew Garfield number 3 Spider-Man, and then we get a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4? If that is true, do we think we'll be tired of Spider-Man 5 years from now? Like, every year you'd be coming out with a Spider-Man. Right? It's not like you're having a different movie in between, like the Avengers. Like, if you're having the Avengers... You have a Thor movie, an Iron Man movie, a Captain America movie, Black Widow movie, and then you have a collaboration movie. If you have a Spider-Man movie, and then a different Spider-Man movie, and then a different Spider-Man movie, and then a combined Spider-Man movie, do you think that would dilute Spider-Man as a whole for film? I love Spider-Man. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. But to have, like, don't get me wrong, I would like to see a Andrew Garfield number 3 Spider-Man. But to then do a Tobey Maguire and then do a Tom Holland, I guess it's set in the version of the MCU. Yeah, I don't know. Tobey isn't doing another solo movie. I think they only comes back for another cameo. My biggest fear, though, is that it just dilutes it. You know what I mean? Andrew, on the other hand, will allow Tom to have a break. Well, I think they want to do. I think they feel bad that they didn't give him a third film. I think the coming back for the last Spider-Man movie, Andrew Garfield really was loved by the fans, and I think he deserves a third one because they literally just did him bad, right? They just stopped that and then threw in Tom Holland. There was no other thing, right? They like rebooted it underneath his ass. I agree, Duke. I don't think Tobey Maguire needs a fourth, but I do believe Andrew could use the one to make it, like, finish out the trilogy for him. My biggest fear, though, is that they just dilute it. Let me see what else here. All right, we have a story here. It says why Avengers 5 will be a Secret Wars movie. Okay. It says the answer has been what fans have seen in Phase 4 so far. More stories, characters, and intricate lore. WandaVision showcased the birth of Scarlet Witch. Loki introduced the multiverse in the world. Eternals revealed the entirely new layer of cosmic storytelling. And there's been so much more. The addition of Disney Plus allowed the MCU to expand and grow in speed, the depth of which they could never have done before. However, something notably absent among seamlessly endless amounts of projects in Avengers 5. Despite Endgame's title, everyone knows they won't be the last Avengers. The team is always comes back, and more importantly, money-making machine, as the franchise won't stay down forever. So what could be next? Well, all signs are pointing towards a massive adaptation of one of the Marvel Comics' biggest events, Secret Wars. Now, before diving into Avengers 5, will Secret Wars adaptation is the best to explain just what the story is. Now, the title is being used to more than tale and vastly different than it was before. Now, the original one in 1984 involved a cosmic big name, a Beyonder teleporting Marvel's greatest heroes and villains into a place called the Battle World to face off against each other for all of the dreams and desires to come true. Now, in reality, the storyline exists almost exclusively to make more toys. Now, the version of the story in the MCU will mostly certainly take most of the cues from the versions of Jonathan Hickman's 2015, and the stakes in the story literally couldn't be higher. Now, worlds start to collide in each other's, leading to various universes dying off explosively and destructively. These events called incursions, start happening at an exceedingly faster rate as countless worlds crash into one another, ending the entire realities. Even worse, nothing can stop them and leads to all existence coming to an end. So how do people make it out? Now, life continues thanks to none of the other than Doctor Doom, who's exploring lots of technical details, acquiring unfathomable cosmic powers, just in time to create a patchwork existence in the peace and world. All right, it sounds like a perfect story for the MCU's epicness, right? Avengers will return. Let's state the obvious here. Another Avengers film will happen. They also clearly build up one and just yet. But no doubt that another movie will be arriving eventually. Now, it also says further confirmation that Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige confirmed that other entirety into the biggest franchise will release at some point other than a couple of years after 2021. Obviously, there is no world where fans don't get an Avengers 5. The real question is only when and who will be in focus on the big events will be. Now, will they immediately try to do an Endgame level event or maybe something smaller with the group of taking on lesser threats? The brand name, they say. All previous Avengers films have taken cues from the famous storylines, though despite the names, the events depicted don't always line up with the exact happens in the source material. Now, the biggest example of Age of Ultron, besides having the infamous Murderbot antagonist, anything else lines up with the time travel-based counterpart. Infinity War was Thanos and the Gauntlet. There are plenty bigger universal elements that could be never made into the live-action version. Now, this is all the said situation leading up to these big stories that don't have to line up perfectly. And the biggest requirement is that the brand name is significantly one. This makes Secret Wars the perfect candidate. Okay, one of the concepts of the Secret War depends on the most is in the multiverse itself. The entire story is based on this, and how it becomes unstable and ends up collapsing with various universes and worlds crashing into one another, leading up to realities beyond being destroyed. Now, as most are reading, this is probably known as the multiverse's key concept of Phase 4. While the Infinity Saga has the stones, these next years of MCU storytelling are likely continued, leaning to alternative realities and make creative tools they bring even with them. Multiverse chaos here. It says, with formal introduction of Loki, more vital information was introduced, and the point that the story right now towards Secret Wars territory. Jonathan Majors, who's also He Who Remains, is also staffing off the variants from starting another multiverse war, could destroy all existence. This certainly sounds like something which could come to pass eventually, much like Thanos' faithful snap. The profitable of cameos. Okay, so this cameo thing that's happening that could be in the Multiverse of Madness here, which we will talk about in a little bit. After Spider-Man No Way Home, there's clearly an observation to be made. Audiences love nostalgia, and the movie brought back old villains and previous two Spider-Men ain't made a serious money. Now, with the Multiverse of Madness coming up with the endless string of rumors about characters who might cameo as the story takes viewers across the multiverse. Now, fans might end up seeing Doctor Strange and Wanda Maximoff interact with mutants for the first time, or the old Fantastic Four, or even the Inhuman King Black Bolt. All thanks to the opportunities for movies allow. Now, it's clear that Marvel sees potential in the various cameos and joy it brings to fans. Secret Wars is the perfect place for occurrence like that. Now, the entire concept leads itself to strange recreations of heroes and stories. Views known as creatives could literally make anything possible. It also goes on to say the legacy heroes here. And then let's go back to Russo's. Avengers Infinity War, Endgame are two of the most successful films of all time. Critically speaking, they tend to be ranked as some of the most highest Marvel Studios' best work. Both films turned out that they, thanks to the brilliant of the Russo brothers. Now, given how they will handle the Infinity Saga conclusion, Marvel will undoubtedly be looking for a reason to work with them once again. Likely for them, the directors have publicly spoken about the desire to helm the adaptation of Secret Wars. Now, in interviews, the duo has also been confirmed a discussion been had between them at the studios. So while those Scarlett Johansson lawsuit situation briefly pulled all in jeopardy, the recent word from the two brothers indicates that possibility of the return remains on the table. It says the Disney Plus expansion here, the recent exploration of Marvel content, it thinks that none of other than the studio's new tool, Disney Plus streaming platform, allows studios to not only release more stories, but given more characters a chance in the spotlight, more time to be developed, which I think they have yet to really do. Yes, they're not really taking the opportunity to really flush out a lot of the characters. They're taking characters and introducing and hijacking certain things, right? Like Loki and then introducing a new Loki, Hawkeye introducing a new Hawkeye type of stuff. But how does it relate to Secret Wars? Well, the most recent 2015 version of the story after Battleworld was created. Dozens of the spin-off comics that explored what life was like in these various patchwork worlds. Example, these places including territory where the superhero civil war never really ended, an entire world consisting of various versions of God of Thunder as they led a police force, and one raged of a zombie apocalypse, and much, much more. The several streaming series opportunities of Marvel Studios will also make a Secret Wars a multi-part epic. They could bring some of those alternative worlds into not only a big blockbuster movie spinoff, but also several Disney Plus series. Now that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Not only do they lead up Secret Wars on the Disney Plus series and then do the major payoff in the film, that crossover would be really cool if they could do stuff like that. If they do that. The mutants. Then there's an elephant in the room. The mutants, the group of superpowered individuals, has something fans have wanted to see in the MCU since the inception. Yet, there still hasn't been much movement, which I think we will get in Multiverse of Madness. But again, it might be just variants, right? It might not be the actual what's going on. So there's a lot going on here with the Secret Wars. And this is why I'm excited for Multiverse of Madness. But here's why I'm a little not excited for Multiverse of Madness. Even though Spider-Man No Way Home came out, it kind of like brought us in and tried to basically trick us, right? Bringing in all these other bad guys, bringing in these other Spider-Men, but then it kind of just like finished off real fast in that one film. And Multiverse of Madness, I have a feeling is not going to be I think it's going to be an enclosed story with just a small little thread that continues through. Because when do they continue that? Right? When do they continue this big buildup from WandaVision, Loki, Spider-Man, and now boom, Multiverse of Madness? When do they continue after Multiverse of Madness? Like, what's the next project, movie-wise, that would continue on this? I guess the Ant-Man and the Quantum Mania. I mean, I don't know. It's a little weird on how they're doing it, but I guess we'll see. Krebsy's biting at the tongue here. He's got so much to say. Spider-Man No Way Home first streaming service is confirmed. The first streaming service is confirmed, and it's not Netflix or Disney Plus. It's Starz. Starz Showtime over the next 6 months. Now, right now, Spider-Man No Way Home first streaming service has been confirmed and revealed that the multiverse venture will swing its way onto Starz sometime over the next 6 months. They don't actually tell you exactly the date on it, but it's still making money in the box office, by the way. Right now, let's see what Spider-Man's sitting at. Spider-Man's a total of $1.8 billion. $1.8 billion. It's slowing down. It is slowing down. This past Saturday, it made under $4 million. Sunday, it made just under $4 million on Saturday. 1.5, 1.6 on Sunday. So it's slowing down. So the end number that we're going to see here for worldwide for Spider-Man No Way Home is going to be around 1.87, maybe 1.9, which just falls short of the all-time all-time mark. But it's top three. Ant-Man, Secret Wars, Loki Season 2, What If? Yeah, but what I'm saying, Krebsy, is wouldn't that suck if Doctor Strange doesn't close out the story and then it just goes on to the next one? Like they pass the baton over and over, and it never, the arcing thing. What's the movie? Is it an Avenger film? Right? Do they keep moving the baton over to the next? So it's Ant-Man, then Secret Wars, then Loki Season 2, then What If, and then all of a sudden, then it's an Avengers thing 3 years down the road. Is that too long of a payoff? Waiting 4 years? I don't know. I mean, I know. I guess they did it with. Avengers Endgame and Infinity War. So I guess that's the plan. I mean, it took 12 years to get to the end of the first story to the end story. With a little thread being the stones every single time. All right, let's see. We are in the multiverse phase. You can't end the multiverse in Multiverse of Madness. Infinity Saga lasted 3 phases. Yeah. I talked myself into it. As I was saying it. All right, Hawkeye. Deleted plot twist teases potential Season 2 plan. Okay, Hawkeye introduced a brand new chapter of Clint Barton post-Infinity Saga adventure. Now, Hawkeye didn't waste any time introducing Kate Bishop into the MCU fans during the first episode. It shows the debut of fans learned about Kate's family background immediately, which introduced Eleanor and them. Unfortunately, Kate's father died off screen during the Battle of New York, so that means he's not dead. With the funeral that ultimately cemented his faith, but he's not dead. The character has not seen again even the flashbacks after the first episodes, thus implying that there were no other plans for Derek Bishop. Sure there are. They just haven't showed him. You don't see a body, they're not dead. However, the new rumors suggest that there will be major plans for Kate Bishop's father after all. Hey, look at that. all in early production for Hawkeye. Hey, imagine that. I didn't even read this beforehand. Imagine that. Scrap plans for Kate Bishop's dad revealed. Leslie Hill, Cosmic Circus, revealed that early plans for Kate Bishop's father, Derek, that was scrapped for Hawkeye's season finale. Oh, now I called it too, because I said the father was going to show up. I said it. In the initial plan, Derek was supposed to come out of hiding to reveal that to Kate that he's actually alive. This didn't come to be, however. The character only appeared in the opening scene of episode 1. What's next for Kate Bishop's dad? While the series includes a lot of twists and turns, Hawkeye clearly resolves around the concept of family. The latest rumor implies that the early plans for Derek Bishop were initially scrapped during pre-production, meaning that the scene of him being alive wasn't even filmed during shooting. Now, still, it would have been more emotional weight for Kate to see her father alive after the tragic events of the Battle of New York for the first episode. Now, the father-daughter pair had a strong bond, and Hawkeye would have benefited from the dynamic and had expanded into the future installments. Now, it's noteworthy that Hawkeye didn't include any more flashbacks that featured Kate's bond with her father, Derek. While it's clear that the relationship between Kate and Eleanor was a major plot point, seeing the difference between Kate's relationship with her dad and her mom would have served as a point of comparison for fans. Now, in Marvel Comics, Derek Bishop has a much more significant role in Kate's life, having served as a member of the Masters of the Evil West Coast, also a businessman with ties to the criminal underworld. Now, the original plans for Derek in the MCU were pushed through the character and would have been similar storyline to Eleanor. It could also have led towards setting up the alliance with Vincent Kingpin, which also similar route to the Eleanor took. Now, if it's possible that the scrap the plot during involving Derek could be explored in a potential second season of Hawkeye, that'd be kind of being a dead horse now, right? Doing the exact same story, but now with the father. It could set up Derek as serve as an ally to Kate and Clint rather than a villain, which, good point there, thus taking over Bishop's security and helping the pair obtain more resources for heroic endeavors. Now, if Marvel decides to stick with the character ties of Masters of Evil, Derek could serve as the Nick Fury type individual who assembles the villains to spell trouble with some of the MCU's heroes, a potential project that could explore the storyline in a long-rumored Young Avengers. So, that's interesting. I said something in the beginning. I said, he's not dead. He's not dead. They didn't show his body. It was a closed casket at the funeral. They never showed it. Rule number 1 in any type of movie: if you don't see a body, just assume that they're alive. And even if you do see the body, all depending on how they died, and then they don't show them again, right? Just assume that they're alive. Until you see them actually dead, right? Where they're like, no. And they just die, then they're dead, right? But if you see them like disappear or they kill them, and then all of a sudden like Kingpin's not dead, Derek's not dead, nobody's dead, right? Nobody's dead. Oh. Yeah, we called this stuff in week 1. Yeah, I said, he's not dead. He's not dead. Can't be dead. All right, let me see here what the next real quick story. I'm excited for this, but not excited for this, right? I'm excited for this, but not excited for this. So Marvel Studios X-Men 97 reveals episode count and release date window. Now, we do know this is going to be a continuation from the 97 series. Now, it's going to be updated with the, new art style and whatnot. What's going on, Smash? This is going to be a continuation from that. No, you can't sub here. If you want to sub Smash, you can either hit the YouTube over there, or you can hit the tip button through Streamlabs. You can just sub over there. Yeah, I have no monetization here. We gotta hit like 4,000 over here. 4,000 subscribers. And we're way off from that. Way off from that. So, X-Men 97 reveals episodes count is going to be 10. 10 episodes coming out. Again, I'm excited for this. I just hope they don't interweave or intertwine anything. They just leave the series as is and just continue the story. Sort of like they did with the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars series continued on with Ahsoka, and I thought that was very done well. There was a moment in Clone Wars. There was these two characters, these sisters, that were there that they didn't need to be there. But that was the push agenda type of stuff. I hope they don't do that with X-Men 97. Again, you're bringing back something. Okay, you're bringing back something, and then, don't reinvent the wheel. Just tell the story as it was back in 97. Continue that story, and then close the chapter. Right. So again, I am excited, looking forward to this 30 years later. 25 years later, whatever. I'm excited for this. But we'll see what happens with it. What is this one? Kick back off. No, we're good there. We don't need to do that one. Real quick news. Owen Wilson teases his return in Loki season 2. Obviously, we saw him at the end of season 1, so why wouldn't he? Funny, Disney won't ruin it. Yeah, I know. Brie Larson shares promising words about her Captain Marvel future. I don't know what that means. I don't want to read the article because promising words means that she's not going to be there. Oh no, that she would say the opposite there. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. is leaving Netflix. Removal date revealed. They're taking it off Netflix. Does that mean, do you guys think they're taking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and just putting it on Disney Plus, or do you think they're going to reboot that show and start again? Now, I love how this is. It says, breaking news, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will officially... Now, I don't know how you can say officially... I don't know how you can say officially appear in Morbius as a cameo. You have no source, right? You have no source. You have nothing. Okay. You're just saying, breaking news, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire will officially appear in Morbius as a cameo, but they don't have a source. So we're assuming then that the Spider-Man that's there in Morbius, you're saying that the Spider-Man in the back of the Morbius on the wall that says murderer is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, that he's in that universe, which is interesting, which means that he's in the same universe as Venom, right? Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's in the same as Venom then, because he even says, I'm Venom. Captain Marvel can be an amazing character if she doesn't open her mouth and doesn't push any agenda. If it says it's official, it's official. All right. I'll go with it, Reese. I'll go with it. If it says it's official, I guess it's official, right? No, I understand that he's in multiple universes. So is Peter. Right? But wouldn't it make more sense if Garfield was in Morbius's world where it said murderer? Because from Andrew Garfield's mouth from the movie No Way Home, he stopped holding his punches because he was angry. So wouldn't that Spider-Man be more of a murderer? I'm just saying. I mean, obviously, I guess they could write something for Toby. Why would a cat be in Morbius? Why would a cat be in Morbius? What do you mean, Breeze? Officially, the ruler of the world is my prize money, and here are my Canadian maple syrup country. It's official. It's officially official. It's opinionated officially. That's exactly right, Big. What's going on? Oh, you meant Andrew Garfield. Yeah, not Garfield the cat. Yeah, not Garfield the cat. Yeah. When Thanos snapped, it changed the whole timeline. No, when Thanos snapped, it changed the timeline in that universe, not everyone's universe. Thanos didn't snap and it changed all timelines. It changed that one timeline. All right, the rest of this stuff, is all Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness. No, he had the crystals. No, what are you talking about, Smash? Are you talking about Infinity Stones and Endgame? That's not how anything works. You're completely confusing everything. Yeah, exactly. Thanos' snap has nothing to do with the multiverse. Has nothing to do with the multiverse. They literally explain it multiple times that the crystals only work in that timeline. When he snapped, he just killed half of our timeline, our galaxy. There's hundreds of timelines going across, and it's twisted in a line. He's just on that one timeline. If you think that's how it was, then you're completely on a different level than we are. Again, we're not in the comics. We're not in the comics. You can't take the comics and then compare it to what we saw in the MCU. The MCU is Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the comics are the comic universe. You can't just handpick certain things to apply to what you're trying to say to us. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has established what the stones are. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has established what the multiverse is. They've established all of that. They've established that the stones don't do anything outside of the actual line that they're pulled from. So they have to stay within the timeline that they're in. So each stone isn't from a different timeline? No. The original stones are all from the same. I'm so confused, Smash. Did you watch any of the Marvel films or the Avengers movies? They're all from the same universe. You're very confused. You're very confused. I want what you're smoking, man, because you're on a completely different level than the rest of the story. Then you're watching it, and in your head, you have a completely different story going on. What's going on, Stealth? I'm very confused. I think Smashville Viking is literally making up his own story between the comics and the movies. I think I go too far with the comics versus the MCU. Yeah, they're completely two different things. Like, completely two different things. Is Batman an Endgame? Maybe. Maybe. All right. The next stuff I want to talk about is spoilers. We just said the same thing? What do you mean we said the same thing? You're combining comics and MCU. I'm not combining comics and MCU. I'm literally saying MCU only. You said to me that the stones are from all different timelines. That's not what it is. All right, so going forward, we're going to be talking about Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. During this part, I'm going to show pictures, I'm going to read articles, I'm going to read stuff. If you don't want to be spoiled in any way, shape, or form, because you want to go into this movie completely open-minded, then turn away now. Okay, turn away now. So we're going to go into... Obviously, this is the pictures here. Let me see. Can I make this? All right. So we have Wanda. We have Defender Strange. Everyone thinks it's got Batman logo on him. Okay. We have people have been saying that this could be Photon. People are saying that this could be, Monica Rambeau. People are saying that this could be Nova, and some people are saying it's Supreme or Superior Iron Man. Now, I can see it. The headband, it makes much more sense. You can actually see the head feature with the hair sticking out the top, which is 100%. 100%. How do I exit this now? How come I can't get off of this screen? Yeah, here. You can see this stuff. Obviously, this is photoshopped or whatnot, but you can see the band going across his head and whatnot. And if you go back up here and look at it, you can kind of see that this is the same type of you can see the armor and whatnot. I don't think this is zombie. I think this is playing with us. I don't believe this is zombie Wanda. There's another shot of Wanda where she's got the blood on her head in the trailer, which will break down. I don't think it's zombie. It looks like it. I just think that she's super pissed off at this moment here. I can't close down. I don't know what's happening here with log in. Oh, I went. How do I get out of exit full screen? Thank you. All right, let me get back to. So we have a Doctor Strange 2 trailer debunks the MCU what if theory. Okay. Actually, before I even jump into this, let's break down the let's break down the poster. Where's the poster at? Got the poster? Where was the poster at? Was the poster in Fate semi poster? All right. This is just one piece of the puzzle on the poster, right? Is it in film trailers? Thank you. Oh, that'll work. That'll work. All right, so you can see all the stuff that's happening here, right? All the broken glass that's happening. All the glass that's broke here. You see Strange here. You see Chavez here. Evil Wanda. You got Doctor Strange. You got Bloody Wanda. You got Mordo. You got Broken Watch. You got Chavez's jacket over here, which I thought originally was the shield. We have Strange over here. We have Christina Palmer. Okay. We got Railing. We got Evil Wanda again. We got Strange. Chavez's Scream. We got a Robot Ultron here. Okay. We got the spell book. We have Good Wanda. We have Strange over here. This one right here at the bottom here is a big one. This is the Captain Carter shield. Okay. This right here we have a zombie, which we do have a zombie. I just don't think it's Wanda zombie. Okay. You have the Defender Strange. You got Captain Marvel over here. Let me get in here real close. Where is it? Okay, you have Captain Marvel's logo here. Okay. Who is this? Who is that? We have Wong over there. Ordo. We have another statue. Illuminati or Shumagorath. Okay. We have Good or Bad Strange they have. We have a book. And then we come back. I like how it says someone says Deadpool. I don't really see how this is Deadpool. Am I missing something? Is that Deadpool? So there's lots of stuff on here, right? The big one thing for me is Captain Carter. Now, I have a theory without even thinking of the Illuminati, okay? Let's talk about the Illuminati for a second. Okay. My theory is give me a second. Let me bring this up. I think the Illuminati, okay, they're going to change a couple people's on the board. Okay? I have a feeling in some way, shape, or form. Can I go back to the zombie? Talk about this one. Or are you talking about the other picture? No. Hold on. I'll get it. I know it's on screen. You talking about this zombie picture, or are you talking about the zombie picture? You're talking about this one. No. Open link. What? Where is it going? Nope. You're talking about this one right here. That's strange. Could be a Morbius reference. No, that's Doctor Strange. That's Defender Strange. That's Defender Strange. No, the mirror. This right here. I don't think it's a Morbius reference. Which one? You're talking about the you're talking about this bottom piece here. No, on the mirror. Yeah, I don't think this is definitely this is the same zombie Strange as we see in the other one. All right, so let me go over the Doctor Strange 2 trailer debunks MCU's what if theory. Okay. So among these, what if believe that the version of Marvel's good what the thanks Nintendo. I appreciate you. MCU fans cannot wait for the Multiverse of Madness. Among these are to believe that the version of Dr. C's what if, known as Strange Supreme, is the character that made his debut in the last fall's MCU animated series and served as one of the main protagonists' alternate reality adventure. Now, with Captain Carter seemingly confirmed to be making a jump from the animated world into live action, it didn't seem too much of a jump to assume that the new Strange was also from the streaming series. As things turn out, that may not be the case. Now, Strange Supreme no more. According to the closed caption in the recent revealed Super Bowl trailer, the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the new alternate version of the Doctor Strange scene, is not Strange Supreme from What If, as they assumed. The captions for the character show his name being Sinister Strange, revealing that the wholly new character and not one from the previous MCU adventure. Okay. So this is Sinister Strange. Now, I have to say that the typing across the thing doesn't mean that's the actual name. Okay. Just like the Spider-Man trailer that didn't show the other Spider-Man during that one trailer, this is the same type of stuff. They don't want to give you the name of the stuff because it would ruin it. You know what I'm saying? So this is 100% could be also altered because they have to submit stuff like this because that's what he looks like. He looks like a Sinister Strange. Okay? So When the new evil version of Doctor Strange character was first shown off in the initial Multiverse of Madness trailer, fans were immediately went to thinking that it had to be Strange Supreme, which I did. That was seen in What If. And it being Strange Supreme, the character would mark the first time MCU's personality would have made a jump from animation into live action. Well, it seems that all of the hype may have been for naught, but because of any version of the character fans saw in What If does not mean that the Strange Supreme will not be making an appearance in the film. Now, Marvel Studios has already shown off a couple of versions of Benedict Cumberbatch, iconic sorcerer. So who's to say another one could not make its way into the list? See, that's another thing, though. Now, Captain Carter has already seamlessly been confirmed joining the film, so why not be another What If hero? I personally think the Sinister Strange is literally submitted when they do it, right? They submit that. They could change that. We don't know what the actual character's name is until the movie comes out, right? Until the movie comes out. So that's one. Now, this is confirmed, right? New Captain Marvel spotted in Doctor Strange 2's trailer photos. Okay. Now, while Doctor Strange has become a heavily hitter, okay, set to release on May 6th, Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, directed by original Spider-Man trilogy Sam Raimi, will be Marvel Studios' first theatrical film. Has also been film's first trailer. Marvel fans apparently hadn't seen anything yet. Now, Captain Marvel variant revealed. Now, we don't know if this is Captain Marvel, but we do know that right here, we do have Captain Marvel's logo and outfit here. Again, doesn't confirm that she's in the movie, but it does confirm somewhat. But I don't believe that this is Captain Marvel. One, the hairstyle, unless she's going even more butchy, okay? I don't believe that's her. One. Two, it looks like there's some sort of facial hair or something on the face. Not to say that Captain Marvel's, because we do have it in what's it called? In Marvel Future Revolution, we do have Captain Marvel. Let me see if I can find the do we know the costume? Like, it's like a mix between like something like this, right? Where she's wearing a helmet, but there's no like hair up on top. Now they have one like this. Okay. Now I guess this could be it, but is that this? I don't know. Now I'm confused by the way this looks. Okay. Because if you look at the chest, it looks like it's a woman, right? But it could be the angle. Okay, it looks like it could be a woman, like the chest area type of thing, right? Also the hips area type of thing. Now it also does look like a bulky piece of armor set on there. Okay, so we'll see what happens around the fixture here. Again, this does look more like a Superior Iron Man, but it could be Captain Marvel. Okay. But let's continue. Now, while fans know in 2016 sequel Doctor Strange stars Benedict Cumberbatch, Rachel McAdams, Elizabeth Olsen, inclusion of the version of Captain Marvel is surprise, but from the trailer, the character's cosmic powers are on full display. Okay, again, I don't know if this is Captain Marvel. Following Carol Danvers' MCU's debut, 2019, Captain Marvel, the heroine played by Brie Larson, appeared in 2019's Avengers Endgame. She also appeared in the post-credit cameo in Shang-Chi, Legends of the Ten Rings. What do you think, chat? Do you think this is Captain Marvel? Do you think it's Superior Iron Man? Or do you think it's somebody else? I don't think it's Captain Marvel. I'm not even saying it's Brie. It might be an alternative of Captain Marvel, a variant, but I don't think it's Captain Marvel. But I guess it could be because the way she's flying. I originally thought it was Captain Marvel. Then I thought it was Nova. Then I'm sold on Superior Iron Man. You think it's Maria Rambeau? Here's the thing. Okay, going with that theory, Krebsy, it does look like a darker skinned person, but then again, it's the lights, right? You can't really tell because the whole body's covered. But it does seem like, look at the hips. The hips are right here to here. Even when they're turned, the hips look wide, like thicker. This also looks like some sort of chest type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's a boob chest or if it's just the way the armor looks. Right, it's a thick strange. I don't know. Okay, the next one is WandaVision's Westview location spotted in Doctor Strange 2 photos. Okay, which obviously is right here. And we'll see what happens here. I think this is where she, during the film, I think this is where Wanda kind of just was good and then turns bad during this time. Okay, she sees herself struggling and whatnot. Right, so there's the house. The same picture in the background, though, is it? It's not the same picture, though. That's weird, huh? That's a palm tree with a little girl down here. Is it not? It's like a little girl with a palm tree above her. I don't think it's the same house. Obviously, it could be a variant of the house, but there's pictures on the wall here. This picture is completely different. Different time period, maybe? I'm looking for one other thing. No, there's not even a radiator back there. It's a different... It's a definitely different house. It's a totally different house, different time period. I mean, obviously she can change. The banister's different. The heater back here is different. Pictures are different. Still got the window seat and whatnot in there. I guess it could be same house, just a different era. So you think it's John Boyega? I mean, that's a good theory. That's a good theory. I don't know. Does John Boyega look like a woman? No, it could be. Okay, this next one. God damn with these goddamn advertisements. I gotta wait for this pop up all over the screen. All right. X-Men's Magneto location spotted in Doctor Strange 2 trailer. Now, one of the most shocking moments from this trailer came from fans seamlessly got a tease of Patrick Stewart's Professor X, who blew his mind on both Doctor Strange and the viewing audience with the potential of for the version of the Illuminati on the way. Now, Marvel Studios is truly looking to blow the universe wide open in a way that only teased in Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, currently and mysterious is just how many other X-Men besides Professor X will come into play. Although the door to the path is now wide open, that being said, the trailer included a location that may be pointing to Xavier's most notable nemesis coming into play. X-Men location in Doctor Strange trailer, the second trailer for Marvel's Studios' Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, which debuted on Super Bowl, showed a location with tie-ins to Magneto from Marvel's X-Men comics. Here you go, Viking. Doctor Strange is seen falling through a forest that looks similar to the Savage Lands. from the Marvel Comics. Now, the land is located below the surface of Antarctica rather than the center of the Earth. Okay. Now, additionally, the site has ties with the classic X-Men villain Magneto, one of the most powerful mutants in Marvel Comics. God, I love Rogue. That's when comics were awesome. Okay. Magneto attempted to use the Savage Lands as a base of operations before X-Men drove him out and resulted in a location being revealed to the world. Now, the shot of Savage Lands was set at 124, marked on the new trailer. And while Marvel Studios hasn't casted their own version of X-Men yet, the sequel is making room for the mutant's legacy to make its marks on the MCU. The local help contribute to Magneto's rise to power as numerous issues available Marvel Comics, even though it ended in defeat of the powerful villains. The big question here is how big of the role will he actually play upon his debut in the MCU, assuming it's more than just a quick pit stop for Doctor Strange and American Chavez. This also doesn't give the confirmation of either of Ian McKellen or Michael Fassbender version of the character to make an appearance, which would only add to the new level of insanity to the plot, adding rumors that bring Tobey Maguire Spider-Man into play, along with Professor X cameos coming to Doctor Strange 2, could be bigger than any superhero movie in history. With under 3 months remaining until Doctor Strange 2 debuts in theaters, its extent to Magneto's persistence remain mystery for the time being. So, this footage's possibility for thrills are truly endless. We'll look at the trailer in just a second, by the way. We're just going down. I believe that Magneto will 100% make an appearance sometime. Doctor Strange 2 Easter egg teases Haley Atwell appearance. Okay. Now, teased in one of the biggest Marvel history as whispered variants of cameos continue to appear online, including Tom Cruise as Tony Stark and Haley Atwell as Captain Carter. Atwell, wartime hero, made her debut in last fall's What If, and since her appearance is taking up a shield, has been much talk to when the fans will see the character make a jump to the animated realm into live action. Well, it seems, though, the audience will not have to wait all that long. Captain Carter's return in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. After the release of the new poster, the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, Eagle Eye fans noticed that the new piece of promotional art features Captain Carter's shield, which is right over here. A reflection of Carter's Union Jacket shield can also be seen in the bottom right corner of the poster, confirming that Haley Atwell, animated hero, will be making a jump into live action in the upcoming film. Now, question. Do you think it's still Captain Carter, and do you think it's Atwell, or could it be Captain Britain? I forget what Captain Britain's shield looks like. Does he have a shield? I mean, it's the same, right? It's the same. Now, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Anyway, So, what is lackluster series Marvel What If? Captain Carter served as one aspect of the show fans really latched onto. As soon as Haley Atwell's Agent Carter got the Super Soldier Serum in place of Steve Rogers, Multiverse of Madness has been teased the feature of Madrid of cameos. But this is really hard to grasp without evidence of what exactly it means. But if Spider-Man No Way Home was a multiverse appetizer, then Doctor Strange 2 seemingly is going to be the main course. And yes, while some of these cameos will blink and you'll miss an appearance, and feels like Captain Carter might be a little bit more than that. Audience have loved Atwell since the MCU's debut of the first Avengers, and now would be perfect time for her usher in the role of the character in the franchise. Now, do you think that Illuminati? Now, I know that the Illuminati, where did I put that? Where did I put it? Did I bring it in the other? Well, I guess I closed it. Not what I wanted. Now, I know it's Namor, Doctor Strange, Mr. Reed Richards, Bolt, Iron Man, and Xavier. Now, do you think they switch it up? Because obviously, that's all men. Can't have all men. Not in this day and age anymore. Okay. Do you think they switch it up and put a Captain Carter on the Illuminati space? Now, there is 6 chairs. And there's a 7th spot open dead center, which Xavier's in a wheelchair, so he doesn't need a chair. So I would assume that he's the dead center one. And there's 7 of them, right? Or there could be 6. I think Multiverse of Madness is set across a multiple universe, and we see 2 groups of Illuminati. One will be Multiverse of Madness, and the other will be the main universe. So, which one do you think is the main universe one? Do you think Xavier's on the main universe one, or do you think Xavier's in the Multiverse of Madness one? Because here's former roster of characters, right? And here's why I say Captain Carter. Here they have Captain America and they have Captain Britain. Okay. Now, obviously, we know Carter might be in because of the Shield. She's a former, or in this comic book version, there's never been a Captain Carter that sat on the actual thing. But Captain America did, and Captain Britain did. So do we think Captain Carter sits on? Multiverse of Madness version's Superior Iron Man, played by Tom Cruise, Professor X, Mardo, Reed Richards, and Captain Carter. I kind of agree with that. The main universe will be Reed Richards, Doctor Strange, Professor X, Namor, and Black Bolt and Kang. Well, Reed Richards is a variant of Kang. At least in the comics. Well, there's a sword and shield. There's a sword and shield inside the... inside the trailer? Do you think Tom Cruise comes... or not Tom Cruise. Do you think... I'm losing my train of thought. Do you think Robert Downey Jr. comes back? Oh, you mean in general? Wait, didn't Phoenix also transcend? Are you talking about Kang is a defendant of Reed Richards, a descendant of Reed Richards? He isn't Reed Richards. A descendant of Reed Richards. Okay. We have a lot of different We'll try to pause it on what we can here. Is this inside the place where she was originally? Like at the end of WandaVision in this cabin? I know it doesn't look like the background. The background looks something different. They'll replace Iron Man with Ironheart. Here's my lineup. Professor X, Black Bolt, Superior Iron Man, Loki, and Reed Richards. Ooh, I like the Loki one. I like Loki being in place there. So I have Captain Carter. Okay. Professor Xavier. I'm gonna take Loki and put him in there. Okay. We have Doctor Strange, Reed Richards. Who am I missing? Oh, and Superior Iron Man. That's mine. I think she's where Agatha was in the basement. Nah, it's more of an Asian theme if you look back at it. Let me see if yeah, it's more of an Asian theme. I don't think it's the basement where she was. You can see these like creatures here and the way it was. I don't think that's in because there's no she had like these pillars and stuff more medievalish inside her basement. Definitely doesn't look like that. I'm trying to piece things together here. I think let me back up here for a second. Is that Wanda behind him? There's Chavez, and then who's the other girl? I can't tell from that This right here is definitely Ultron bots. So Superior Iron Man's definitely here, right? It's either Ultron running this or Iron Man, okay, running his technology here. Right? I think she's in the room where Strange trained in Strange 1. It could be. That could be. Another lineup. Professor X, Black Bolt, Blade, Namor, and Superior Iron Man. I don't know if we get Black Bolt. Or Namor. I mean, obviously anyone's possible. Anyone's possible. All right. You got 6 chairs. You got someone coming across here. Okay. Walking, and he's got some sort of weapon on his back. Or she's got some weapon on her back. I don't know if this is a person in a hood or if it's a person with long hair, right? That is Mordo. So Mordo is on the council. Ultravision is also a possibility. He's got definitely a long, like you can see the stick here. Okay, and there's a chair right behind him here as well. You see it right when he comes in. There's another chair here. So there's 6 chairs. I don't know if this person is wearing a hood, and then there's someone sitting here, and it looks like they have some sort of um like color, white color up on their collars here. And his look on his face, it's like he knows somebody, right? He knows somebody, which makes me think it's Superior Iron Man, right? You see what I'm saying? Like his face expression is like, holy shit, what's happening? And then this is Professor Xavier, right? The way he moves, he's in a wheelchair. That's Professor Xavier 100%. The way he moves, he's not walking. He's literally rolling. Which makes me think that there's 7 members, and he's in the center because he doesn't need a chair. He already has one. This could be the Savage Land, like they said. This part here is interesting as well, because his face changes so much so, and this is from a comic cover. It's almost like he's wearing a mask. You see it? You see the outline? He's got that the face covering like comes, it starts to form around his head. And as far as I'm saying Sinister Strange, I think that's okay. This is the part. He blows through it. Okay. This definitely seems... See, from this angle, it definitely... I don't know, man. It definitely doesn't seem like Iron Man. And here's the reason why. There's no armor on his back. There's no armor on his back. That's cloth. That's cloth. You can see the gauntlet. Okay, you can see the gauntlet here, and you can see like this interline right here. You see this part? Here's the gauntlet. This is just no armor. No armor. That I'm taking it back. I don't think that's Superior Iron Man. Superior Iron Man. Right? It's a thicker guy or girl. I can't tell. Okay? You have some sort of their armor suit or something is connecting up in the front. You can see it like overlapping here and here. Here's the front part of it, and it becomes... You see what I'm saying? That's strange? I don't think that's strange. Like, you see the chest lighting up, and you see there's armor up on the shoulders here, and it comes down, but when you switch to this view, like when they go behind, that's not armor. That's not armor. That's just like a blue jumpsuit underneath. And right here you see that laser that comes out. That's a laser from the gauntlet that he has or she has on there. And you can see right here, you see like a flame appear on them. Right? Right there. Now, obviously, it's absorbing some sort of energy because you can see it's like a flame. He or she is on fire. Meanwhile, Wanda's not. Yeah, that's not Superior Iron Man. I just don't see it. Because you can see right there, everything that's glowing is the armor. And everything that's not glowing is just a blue jumpsuit. You see it? His name is Mr. Sinister? You think that's Mr. Sinister? You think Sinister's coming into this film? That right there is Defender Strange. Right? It's got the same logo as the other Strange. Look in the film trailer. It could be Blue Marvel. Yeah, see that spot right there. I don't believe she's a zombie Wanda. That's the same blood coming down her face. Now obviously it could be some sort of illusion that she's making. It's either Blue Marvel, Monica Rambeau, or Maria Rambeau. So you're going with the girl. And then this right here, this is a cage. Like if you go into her eyes, these are two cages or pins. She's trapped in one side, and then the other one's empty. Oh, I saw you guys talking the other day. It was pretty funny. I woke up, I was like, Jesus. I was like, oh my God. All right, Cubsy, I'm gonna bring you in. Let me put my headset on real fast. I think you should be able to talk. All right. You there?
So, I'm here.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me make sure that you're not getting double audio. Fast. Yeah. Okay, should be good. All right, go ahead.
Who do you think the mystery character is?
As far as what? Like the mystery character that we haven't named? Or like I don't
Based off your personal opinion,
right.
without other people's insight, currently, who do you think it is?
I mean, I didn't watch any of New Rockstar or the other ones that you put in there. So if they said something, I have no idea.
I personally watched one video and it didn't mention it mentioned Superior Iron Man, but I don't think it's him.
I don't think that's him. Okay, so that's the character you're talking about, the one that's flying. That's the
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Yeah, I my first theory was it was Nova. That was my first theory. But now that I'm looking at it more and more, right? My first theory was it was Nova, and then my second theory was that it was Captain Marvel, and then I was like, no, it's Superior. But I mean, look at this shot right here, right? This shot right here says so much because there's no armor on the back, so it takes out Superior Iron Man right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the gauntlets that he has or she has on is something I haven't seen before yet, and it wouldn't be because if I look up Nova right now.
The only reason I didn't think it was Nova is because Nova has that famous like star above his head, and I don't see that on that character.
Correct, but it's also hard to tell because of the light source, right? But if you look at his outfit, I'll check it. Okay, I'm gonna make a little thing here, minus the helmet, because it could be a variant. It doesn't have to be Nova that we know. It could be a variant of Nova.
Correct.
Right. So this, if you're looking at this says it's John Boyega could be Nova, type of thing. Okay. Now I'm just looking at the costume of Nova, and if I go back to the actual trailer, okay, and I go frame by frame,
it lines up.
It lines up, and also if you look right, oh wait, I went too far because it's. I thought I saw the star right here. It's hard to tell. It's not a giant fucking Nova star like it is, but it looks like right here there's a little bit of a pattern on the forehead. Okay, what throws me off is that's hair. That's not a helmet up on top. Yep. Okay, so it could be a Captain Marvel. It could be a Monica Rambeau, like you guys are saying. But my first thing was that this is Nova, just because of the way right here, this looks like Nova to me with the yellow gauntlets, with the chest piece, and the boot stuff. Right, everything else is just blue. And when I move forward, or when I go backwards, if you look at it, looks like one light source here, one light source here. Okay, see the two blue, one, two. Now, if I go back to the Nova picture again. There's 3 light sources on the chest. Okay, there's 2, and then the third one we can't see when you look at the picture because it's being covered by the hand, because he's like this, right? So he's blocking the third bottom chest piece light. So I'm still sticking with Nova. I'm going with Nova.
Okay.
A variant Nova? I don't know, but I'm going with Nova.
Let me ask this question before we go any further. Do you think this scene is set in the main universe or a different universe?
I think this scene, I'm going to go more in a little bit more detail. I think this is when Wanda starts to go off the deep end. Okay.
Does she go off the deep end in the home universe?
Yes.
Or a different universe?
No, in our universe.
Our universe.
Yes.
So then,
I know what you're thinking. If it's our universe, then this has to be someone in our timeline.
No, not even that. My question would be then, why would Nova be coming to Earth to fight Wanda?
Nova could be on the council. I mean,
I don't know why you would have a space, like the dude not from the planet, be a part of the Illuminati.
I mean, I'm looking at the
Is he a part of it in the comics?
No, here he's not part of it. No, he's not part of it here. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe Nova comes in with Captain Marvel. Maybe they're on a mission and he just happened to come back.
That could happen. That could happen. So I posted like a more enhanced version of the dude's face in the film trailers, and I think I have pretty incriminating evidence that it's Blue Marvel.
All the way. You guys talked a lot in this. Oh wow.
It looks pretty much like John Boyega.
Yeah, but is that okay? Is that that?
It pretty much.
How did they get that close? How did they get that close to? So, yeah, that's John Boyega. That's 100% John Boyega. But look at his hair.
I know, right? His hair looks a little off.
That's not John Boyega's hair. See, okay. Is this photoshopped?
It could be, but I was zooming into the trailer, and you can tell that the character is it looks like John Boyega.
That is okay. From what I'm getting from this here, okay, that's pretty fucking clear of a picture to zoom into this. And I don't care what
Agreed.
I'm gonna call shenanigans here because I'm at 1080p, okay, and that's fucking blurry. Okay, that's fucking blurry, and not to say that John Boyega couldn't have hair like that, but let's be honest. Okay, now it could be like a hair piece or what, but John Boyega's hair is not flat like that. Not to say that they wouldn't.
Could be CGI hair.
Sure, but just I'm not saying it's not John Boyega, but what I'm saying is that picture is so clear to zoom into that and get this much detail while everything else is blurry for that face to be as clear as it is.
I was thinking the same thing. But...
Okay. That looks photoshopped. Especially because if you look at his forehead, it's not the same color skin as his face.
Yep. That's what I found too.
Okay. So I'm gonna call shenanigans. This is photoshopped. I'm gonna call it photoshopped. I don't believe this is true.
I mainly used this to base my Blue Marvel theory off of, but I created the Blue Marvel theory before that even came out.
Blue Marvel, he's got. I mean, it's a good.
His hands are blue whenever he attacks.
Right? I mean, they could make a new costume or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm still gonna.
It would make sense to introduce him in Multiverse of Madness and have him show up during the Marvels.
It's true. Well, when does Marvels doesn't come out till next year?
Right? Yeah, because Black Panther is November. Then after that, Captain Marvel.
So you're saying that's Rich Rider? I mean, I don't think it is. I believe this picture is 100% photoshopped. Just because of the hair. That's white forehead. That's black face. And then you can look at the ears. I think the ears are even white over here. It's interesting, though.
Well, personally, my two options are either Superior Iron Man or Blue Marvel.
No, Superior Iron Man to me is out with that one shot that happens. There's no way. This shot right here debunks Superior Iron Man for me. He has no armor on the back. That is a blue jumpsuit with no protection on the back. Meaning the person that's in this suit has more powers than Iron Man.
What's Black Bolt's powers, if he has any?
I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? Let me see. Black Bolt.
Because another thing we're totally overlooking is this fight is happening in the same location where the Illuminati HQ is, where Strange is being walked up the steps by the robots.
I mean, it's not Black Bolt. Black Bolt's powers, is human, superhuman physical attributes, flying, destructive, hypersonic voice, particle manipulation. No, it's not him.
Yeah. Then who would it be?
I don't know, chat. I'm sticking with Nova. Could be Photon. Could be Photon, but I don't think her hair. It doesn't fit her hair.
The one thing I don't think that it's Photon is because at least Monica, it could be Maria, but whenever we saw Monica, her eyes were blue. This character's are orange.
Yeah. Well, the eyes are orange, but it might be the visor itself. Right?
I guess.
It might be just the color of the visor of the glasses or whatever. I don't know, that right here, like I said, this is my go-to shot right here. When you see the blue jumpsuit behind all that armor, I lean towards Nova. She doesn't wear a visor. Isn't there a shot of her?
Who, Monica?
Oh. I put Photon. It's showing me a Photon. Let me see here. Let me get some images. She wears a mask in some. Her eyes are glowing there, not blue. Yeah,
well,
but she
basing
doesn't.
it off of.
Yeah, I know, from the
saw in
MCU. From the MCU, yeah. Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, unless they give her a new outfit, but then you wouldn't even know it's her. You know what I mean? That costume, man, just does not look like.
It's a variant.
Yeah, no, I get it's a variant. They would still.
Marvel.
You think it's a? But even her outfit, she's wearing armor on top. Captain Marvel doesn't wear armor.
Well, no, I'm not saying like Brie Larson, Captain Marvel. I'm saying like it could be Photon, a variant of Photon. It could be Blue Marvel. It could be Maria. It could be an endless list.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, obviously, it could be anybody they want to make. They can put anybody they want and make it any way they want it to look if it's a variant. But Captain Marvel in general, if it's a variant of her, she doesn't wear any kind of bulky armor or gear. She's just a fucking powerful being. You know what I mean? She doesn't need to wear any kind of armor to protect her. Captain Marvel could have become Nova in the alternate timeline. Interesting.
I don't see that.
I mean, that's
happening.
That's interesting. But then why would she, if Captain Marvel becomes Nova, why would she still wear armor? I guess because, I don't know. The one thing that doesn't sell it for me for Nova is that the helmet. They all wear helmets, not open top.
I think that introducing Nova without his iconic helmet would be a crime.
Right. Like the helmet is Nova. You look at that helmet, you're like, that's Nova. And I don't that's the one thing that I'm a little skeptic of.
What if we're totally overlooking this and it's futuristic weapons that's Kang?
Oh, it's like somewhat. Oh, well, okay. Let's take that theory. This person doesn't have actual powers, and they're wearing somewhat of a somewhat of a suit to make them fly, to make them generate the power, which would make sense because if you look at the shot here, everything that they're wearing is glowing. and the blue suit that they're wearing underneath is not. Meaning that it's not a Captain Marvel type character because her whole body would glow.
Correct.
Right? So the thing that they're wearing, which is not Iron Man, Superior Iron Man, because Superior Iron Man is wearing a full set of body armor. Okay, so
practically all silver.
Right. Okay, this is definitely blue and gold. So it might be someone that's technically not even a superhero. It might be someone that's wearing the stuff to become powerful. But why would they go up against Wanda like that? She probably has the armor in case of emergency, possible dealt with a rogue hero like Wanda before and figures it'll be good to wear armor. I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, that's a good theory. I'm not going to shoot it down. You know, the light shines off the arm there.
In my eyes, this is what I think happening, okay? I think Doctor Strange is in a different universe, walking up to meet the Illuminati. The Illuminati consists of Superior Iron Man, Professor X, Reed Richards, Captain Carter, Mordo, who replaced in this universe Doctor Strange, and who else did I say? Some other character. Who cares who the sixth character is? When Doctor Strange walks up to him, the reason he's all shocked and all that is because he, like you said, saw Iron Man and saw Mordo, and he's thinking, "Oh, that guy's evil. Why is he a part of this group?
Right.
Are you all evil?"
Hmm.
And secretly in the background, Wanda's walking up the steps, causing some mayhem.
I don't know if that's Mordo up there. I know people think it's Mordo. I don't know if it is.
They have a sword on their back. It could be Captain Marvel.
It's not a sword. It's not a sword.
Captain Carter.
You can see it. It's different than a sword. It's this giant stick. It bends. It curves.
It's Shang-Chi's sister there.
No, seriously though. Look at it. When they walk, it's a stick here, and then before it goes behind his back, you can see there's one point right here, and the other points here, and it bends like a bow, like there's a bow in it. So it's not a sword, and he's holding it. No one holds a sword from the center, so it's some sort of fighting stick. It's not a bow and arrow because there's no string. I mean, obviously there could be a string there, but I don't think there is.
It's real Taskmaster.
Yeah, it's the actual Taskmaster. And then the person sitting off to the side there, that might be Black Bolt.
I don't know. Another thing that I think that got brought up is Loki. I think after hearing that, he's definitely involved.
I think Loki. When Sean said that, I think Loki's part of the part of one of the six.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because okay,
it makes sense.
So the look,
Loki season 2.
Yes. So the look on Strange's face when this face right here is that he sees somebody that he knows. This is like, what the hell? Like he's thinking like, why are you here? So it's either Stark or Iron Man because he's dead and he sees him and he's like, what the hell? Or it's Loki and he's like, wait a minute, you're bad. Why are you here? Right?
Strange never met Loki.
He never met Loki?
Nope. He died. Loki was dead whenever Thanos attacked the ship.
Well, then he wouldn't give that look to him then. Does he know of him?
Probably. Actually, that's a lie. They did meet. I think they met during whenever at the beginning. Whenever he was falling through the portal.
Oh, right. He did. Right, Duke? He did meet him.
So, yeah, they did meet.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I think that look is either seeing Loki or seeing Tony Stark. And if Tony Stark is there in Superior Iron Man, I don't think it's
You do not bring RDJ back. You don't.
I don't think it's Tom Cruise. At least on the council, I don't think it's Tom Cruise. But Tom Cruise, they say that Tom Cruise is in it.
So you think RDJ's back for this?
I don't know.
I hope not. If he, that would so devalue all of his story.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That look right here, though. Look at his face. He knows somebody. Somebody's familiar on that council.
What if this is set in a different universe, and in this is the universe where Wanda is a part of the Illuminati, and the whole Westview scene that we saw in the trailer also is in the same universe, and our Wanda meets this Wanda in her house. I could go on. I could break this down for hours.
I mean, there could be a Wanda variant on the council.
Because from what I see the community reacting to is everyone's like, "Oh, Strange has variants. This character has variants," but you don't see that many people talking about
Wanda. At least from the comics, if we're going from the comics, Wanda was never on the council, but either was Captain Carter. So. I don't know. Lots and lots of stuff could happen.
So the front door at the beginning of the trailer, is that Mephisto?
Yeah, the very front door, I thought about that as well. When the door opens and you see it, the very front door when it opens up, you definitely see Mephisto's face on that thing. I have a question. Is this the house? It's not the same house that King the Conqueror was in, right?
No. It's presumably from the other trailer. It's the house where he meets the evil Strange. And you can also see like the water at the bottom.
No, it's actually Strange's actual. You can see the logo up on top.
Yeah, it's a sanctum.
Yeah, it's a sanctum. Yeah.
But
it's the evil sanctum. It's the
yeah.
I don't think that's Sinister. I don't think his name is Sinister Strange.
I'm just calling him Evil Strange by now. I don't know if he's.
This is Defender Strange right here, dying, or falling to his doom or whatever.
Who?
Defender Strange. This guy right here. That's Defender Strange.
Who's Defender Strange exactly?
It's Doctor Strange. It's just another variant of Doctor Strange.
So there's nothing special about him? What is he defending?
He's actually one of the council members.
Oh, it's part of the Illuminati. Okay, got it.
And this is the statue that he looks at the end over here. I can't find it now. Right here.
Of himself?
Yeah, this right here is Doctor Strange. This is Defender Strange. He's got the same logo on his chest as him, which everyone thinks is the Batman logo.
Yep. Doctor Strange.
Y'all can get a little overboard on theories? Yeah, maybe.
A little overboard? What do you mean a little overboard?
But Reese, let's be honest. When we break down stuff like this, at one point or another, we've all said something that it literally came true. We're like, we broke it down. I mean, we've done it before.
95% of the time, we're correct. We basically predicted all of No Way Home.
Yeah, we were pretty damn close on that. Came pretty goddamn close with that.
Now, here I have to ask, okay. Does Wanda kill everyone, and how many people?
How many people does she kill? I mean,
let me rephrase this.
She could kill everyone.
Does she delete a universe?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. I think she'll delete the alternate universe.
Now, do you think Strange is Mephisto?
No.
Because this is going to go along the Mephisto being on the front door. I think that signifies that Evil Strange is Mephisto.
I don't know. I mean, it's the long payoff. Do you think Mephisto's ever coming?
Yes.
You
Yes.
do. You're
He
still
is
you're still on
integral
that.
to the. Yes.
Okay. We're over a year now thinking Mephisto's coming.
Mephisto is coming.
Okay. Who's coming first, Mace Windu or Mephisto? You have to think long and hard about that, huh? You still not gonna answer?
Mace Windu, he's coming first.
Yeah, Duke, I'll bring it in now.
Although I don't know.
I'm gonna go for about another 10, 15 minutes and then we're done.
I don't know though.
What's going on, Duke?
Nothing.
What do you have to chime in for this?
I don't know if Wanda.
You don't know
Do you
what?
think shows up? Oh wait, sorry. Let me see. Do you think Chrome Vision shows up?
White Vision?
The White Vision?
Yeah. And do you think it's going to be in the third act? Because I'm still like, how does he show up?
No, I don't think he comes. I don't think he comes in to play at all.
Do you think he'll be part of the council?
No. I don't think he's. I just answered the question with the first. I don't think he shows up at all.
No, I'm with him too.
I don't think Vision shows up at all. Maybe a flashback or something. But as far as interacting with her, no.
Correction. I think he does show up in one scene.
Like a flashback.
Like a flashback?
Not a flashback. The scene where Wanda, like Scarlet Witch, is talking to Wanda. I think that's in a reality where the house got bought.
That'd be unique.
Yeah, I don't think it's a major play though. I'll go as far as saying that he'll make an appearance,
Cameo,
like a flashback or something. Like he'll play like a part of, or it'll be a clip from WandaVision, something along the lines of that. But I don't think it'll be a major.
He'll be like the person saying to Wanda, "Don't go evil, don't go evil."
Do you think Wanda dies?
No.
Well,
I mean, yes. There's two Wandas, so
our Wanda.
No.
She's too strong. If she does die,
you could sacrifice yourself and still be strong. Like she could sacrifice herself to.
Who's she dying to?
Herself.
No, I mean sacrificing. Well, are they gonna fix the multiverse in this movie?
No.
So that's gonna be in Loki.
I don't think that's gonna get fixed either. There.
Oh, I thought the TVA told. I thought that was gonna be fixed with the TVA.
Well, how would they make a season 3?
Well, no, season 2 is like, hey. It's like, so this is what they were doing in between this and.
Well, that's what I was saying in the very beginning of this. It's like, how far does this go, right? But then if you think about the little thread that goes through all the films from where Iron Man was to when Avenger Endgame happened, that was a fucking long ass play of 12 years, right? This is the beginning of the phase.
We are in the multiverse saga.
Right. We're in the very beginning of this phase. So the little threads that's going through, we haven't even broke the surface. There's no way this ends with this. Do we see the Watcher at the beginning of the movie warning the Illuminati that Wanda is a threat, and they recruit Doctor Strange to help fight evil Wanda?
Nope. Introducing him would be too much. Too powerful.
Too powerful.
Yep.
I think we do
someone that's way stronger.
I think you can introduce him later on. I don't know if you introduce him during this. See, here's the thing.
I agree.
I think a lot of the stuff. I think a lot of the stuff that happens in this movie is like Spider-Man: No Way Home, right? Like we got all the bad guys, we got all the Spider-Men, but really none of it means anything. because at the end of the day, they just go right back to where they were, and it was just for the plot of that film, right? So I think all the stuff that we see, if we see Professor X or Magneto or Logan, you know what I mean? Like, if we see all of this happen, it's literally just to fluff the piece, not be a major play, sort of like Ralph Boner in WandaVision, right? Like, her brother was there, but not really there.
Well, that's why they're doing the multiverse. It allows them to introduce characters,
do whatever they want, right? And have no longing effects on the actual thing.
I don't know. I feel like
because they
you could show the Watcher, because okay, what's the downside in the MCU so far if the Watcher does interfere? What is the MCU's explanation for what goes bad if he interferes, like he did? Does he get replaced? Does he get erased? Does he go to jail? Like,
maybe he gets shunned like Mando. He's no longer part of the Watchers.
What did you?
And he has to go find a pool of water underneath a planet somewhere so he can get back in.
Well, because I was about to say, what if he creates, like, okay, we saw the Guardians of the Multiverse, but what if he's like, this seems good, but like, what if I get a better team?
The Watcher could show up in Multiverse of Madness. The question was, would he show up in the beginning? No.
I think after credit scene or at near the end, probably he's the reason that they create him.
I don't think he's. I personally think Supreme Strange is gonna show up and like push people to the corner and be like, "You do better. You do better."
Why?
I don't think we get Watcher in this film. Personally,
agreed.
I think if he does, he's going to be probably the main reason for the formation of the Illuminati. There, if they are part of, they are the new Guardians of the Multiverse, and then they can show how he got them.
But why would he?
That makes no sense.
Yeah, but why?
Well, I mean, he just saw what happened with Infinity Ultron.
Yeah, but why would he? Why? Well, he still has the team together. Why would he make a different team?
Well, a stronger team, possibly. I mean, if we look at it, who do we have so far? We have Black Bolt, which. Well, is that confirmed?
It's rumored.
Okay, who's
I think, honest to God, if you look at this picture of them when they're sitting on the bench, right here, when he
I'm gonna write down who's the original team.
Okay, I'm gonna go as far as you can. There, okay, that's as far as you can go. If you look at the picture to the right of him, right here, there's a person and he has some sort of white on his person. Now, that could either be Reed Richards, okay?
Yeah, the Future Foundation,
right? Reed Richards, or it's Black Bolt, right? Just because of the outfit. Now, if I look at, if you bring up Reed Richards in the
because I'm looking at the original team. Yeah, let me.
And it could be there's no white on that particular one. It could be like old school. Let me see if I can find one. Yeah, like it could be something like this old school with the white on top. Okay.
Oh, I thought you meant he had a white outfit.
No. He doesn't have a white outfit. He's got see white up on top of his shoulders. You see, like it's hard to fucking see it. I can't zoom in, but you can see like white, like right around his collar area. Okay.
It also just be a reflection of the light.
No, because then why isn't no white on the other guy?
I'm just.
Plus, the seats are really high, and the light behind them would cast a shadow on them, like it is doing. That's why you can't see their faces.
Oh no, he could be trying to get a better, not a generally better, but possibly a better and stronger team. Like, okay. Not to go off, but like he had two powerhouses on that team. Everyone else was just there.
I don't know if he's going around. I mean, again, I don't like doing this, but like in the comics, does the Watcher put together the Illuminati?
No.
Okay.
The Illuminati is mainly in one universe, and they don't even check on the multiverse.
Right. They're only there to protect for their universe. Yeah.
Yeah. So they do have their own version of that team, though, but it's completely different.
Which is why I think there's going to be two Illuminati groups.
Blue Marvel is part of that team, though. Not the Illuminati, but part of the multiversal like protection thing. He's part of it. That would be unique. You do have Blue. If you introduce Blue Marvel, technically, is this confirmed to be the Illuminati, or is it just?
Um, it's
It looks
nothing.
like it could be.
Nothing's
6 seats.
confirmed.
Well, if Charles Xavier's there, there could be 7.
Technically, there could be 7 because there's a space in the middle, and
Mhm.
he doesn't need a chair because he's in a
Yeah.
wheelchair. So, and 100% he's in a wheelchair because the scene that he rolls up over here, he literally rolls up.
Yeah, unless those are some weird chairs. Why would you have
No,
chairs that go back and
he
forward?
literally the camera is stagnant, and he rolls forward. That's not walking because his shoulders aren't moving, and you can actually see the back of the chair like move with him. Camera's not moving; he's rolling forward.
No, I meant if the other chairs could do that too, it'd be weird.
Well, no,
It's like-
the other chairs are super tall, backed behind them. They're
Yeah.
So he's not in one of those chairs. He's in a wheelchair, and you can see his head because you see the back of his chair.
Mhm.
Like you can literally see the wheelchair.
Yeah.
And if you look at the other chairs, they're tall. There is no space for their head. So
The
I
one
do-
thing
Oh, sorry.
One thing that kind of might insinuate that the Watcher might show up is the zombie versions of the characters.
there's only one zombie character, right? Which is Defender Strange.
Well, yes, but there you could also say that
At least in the
Wanda's
trailer. In the trailer. I don't think Wanda's a villain or like a zombie at all.
I think that's just evil, corrupted Wanda that completely succumbed.
Yeah, I think
to,
that's
what
I
was
think
it,
that's
the
just
Darkhold, possibly.
I think that's just
Agreed,
bloody
agreed.
Wanda.
I think the Darkhold is a strong
It just
element of
corrupted
this
her.
film.
'Cause you
That
could,
version of Wanda was weak in that version, and the main one we know is stronger than her. So
I don't even know that's evil. I don't know if that's dark. Okay, I don't know if that's Defender Strange that got turned because he's got hair now. No, that's a completely different Strange.
it's probably the one that we saw that was evil earlier, but now he has some probably different lighting,
Maybe.
possibly.
We saw the
Because-
zombie Strange from What If.
Yes.
Well, that's what they want you to think, right? Like
Yeah,
when you
yes, agreed.
when you look at that Wanda,
It
yes,
looks like
it looks
evil
exactly like
zombie.
it looks like zombie Wanda, but
Well,
when you look at the last picture that they zoom into her eye, she's already got that blood coming down her face, and it makes the lighting from that other scene makes it look like she's a zombie. I don't think she's a zombie though.
what I think's happening in that scene is it's Wanda as Scarlet Witch, not corrupted by the Darkhold yet, talking to a different version of herself, but that version of herself is the Darkhold trying to corrupt her. If that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is able to betray people.
Sean says the
Physical or mental
Illuminati, but
forms.
they won't call them the Illuminati in the movie. I think it'll be called Tribunal. Okay, Wanda's
Yeah,
evil in
that's
the
a
main
better name.
universe, so that is just an evil version. Can we just say that she's like completely evil? Like she's literally like murdered a whole like and kept people like tortured for like months and weeks, and no one.
Oh, are we talking about our
No
Wanda?
one, yeah, no one says anything
yeah,
about Wanda.
no.
Like she's
Man,
completely like
yeah.
lost it, and everyone's like, it's okay,
Nope.
Wanda.
Nope,
Have you seen that on Twitter?
I disagree.
Oh.
I think that she becomes evil during this film. She hasn't been evil.
What are you talking about?
She's been evil.
She was
captured and
she
enslaved
she
people for
was
life.
literally
Nope.
enslaving people where they didn't have control of their
Nope.
own bodies.
30. I'll agree on you, but I will say the only thing that Wanda did that was justified is what happened in Civil War, because that was a split reaction decision on how to save everyone. There was nothing else she could do.
Yeah,
But everything else, no. She enslaved people for 9 days.
yeah, whatever it was.
straight,
Yeah,
And they wanted to kill themselves.
Yeah.
They were like, please.
yeah.
End it.
And she's like, everything's fine. No, I'm
They were acting
protecting them.
crazy.
Yeah.
No. I can find that scene right now
Wow.
of someone saying like, I want to die. Like that was it. What was it? What could be called
Yeah,
citizens?
she's definitely sinister.
And
when
she
it
just
comes to-
left. She didn't even apologize.
Yep.
That's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
She just
How-
flew away.
How is she evil before this film exactly?
In
Before-
Wanda, what do you mean? In
before
Wanda,
She's not evil in WandaVision. She
She's-
got corrupt. She got
No, she
played by
wasn't.
Agatha.
No.
she no.
The show literally was
she-
Wanda having an emotional breakdown, spawning the Westview portal. Agatha
Okay.
knowing this, interfering with her and making her do some motives for Agatha, and then Wanda finds out, breaks out of the trance that Agatha's putting on her, and then she becomes the Scarlet Witch.
Wait.
No.
Wait. Let me
She
let me
already
ask-
had the town already under control
Yeah.
before
Not by
Ag-
purpose.
Yeah,
because
no,
she had
on purpose.
emotional
No, on
Yeah,
purpose.
but-
When she drove into the town, she drove past all the people, got there, and then took over the entire town. Then
She
Agatha.
didn't purposely take over the town, though. She had an emotional meltdown, and it happened.
But she also had no issue knowing.
So if I have an
Plus, she
emotional,
didn't even
if
care
I have an
about Vision.
emotional breakdown, kill a bunch of
No.
people at gunpoint, but I'm emotional, it doesn't count as being
Third.
evil.
Third.
Wait,
Ho-
no, I
hold on,
still blame
hold on.
Bruce Banner for his. I blame the Hulk though.
During
He did
Westview,
billions.
during WandaVision, Wanda went to the house that's not built.
Yeah.
She kneeled down, started crying, then the red magic explosion happened, okay?
Yeah. That's her
And
taking
then
over the
Agatha-
entire town.
Hold on. Then Agatha
Okay.
comes along, whispers in her ear a bit, and changes her motives and all that to be what Agatha wants, okay? Wanda doesn't know what's going on, doesn't know anything. She's the puppet to Agatha at this point. Once she finds out what Agatha is doing, she defeats Agatha and takes the Darkhold from her to become the Scarlet Witch.
I have one issue. That happened on the 8th day.
Yeah. Like seriously,
No,
Wanda
no,
is
she
literally
couldn't- She did the whole thing to Wanda on like later down after a week's worth of time. After
like
7
Wanda
days.
was already there taking over everybody, holding them hostage on her own. She's evil. She was evil
Wait.
at the beginning of WandaVision.
Wait,
But
Crimsy, I have a question for you.
but it
Crimsy,
looked
I have
like
a
she
question.
wasn't evil because in her reality, she was making it where she was helping everybody.
Nope, there's no reason for her to be evil until she
What?
reads the Darkhold.
What do you?
No, she
No,
was fine.
she-
She was mentally fine. She was out here just
she-
cutting flowers.
She no, she was emotionally. You guys are both upset or wrong because she was emotionally disturbed. Okay, she
Yeah.
just lost vision.
Exactly.
She just
Yep.
lost a whole bunch of shit. She went to the thing
Yep.
to have a life for herself and created a town of happiness where she put people against their will so she could have happiness. While she was doing this, she was starting to understand what she was doing and then being told that she's holding people hostage to herself. Okay, and then Agatha was taking advantage of her because she was using the Darkhold book on top of that. Okay? There's two motives there. She was emotionally distressed and being evil by holding people to their complete against their will. And then Agatha was taking control of her so she could control the Darkhold because she needed Wanda to get into the like I don't understand. Were you guys watching the same thing?
No, I'm watching Agatha all along. She messes up things, so then she has to focus more on Rescue and keep it under control. But my thing is this. Let me ask y'all this. Do you think if Agatha and Haywood, let's say two different scenarios. Haywood shows up a year later and Agatha doesn't even care, right? Let's just say Agatha doesn't even care. Do you think Wanda would have let go of Rescue at all within that year? I think not. I think if no one interfered, she would have just kept that city under. People would have tried to kill themselves multiple times, and she would have stopped it from happening.
Hence,
I
this
think
Agatha was there. This is why she had the kids. This is why she needed them to have the kids so she could take over. This is what she was trying to do. Agatha had her own thing because she was taking a weak woman at the point who is emotionally distraught, which is Wanda, who is emotionally disturbed and also holding people to their will. Agatha saw a weakness there and got in and tried to be friends with her so she can control and manipulate her through the thing. That's exactly what happened in the show.
yeah. Yeah, I know she's evil.
100% Wanda was
Like-
being evil the entire time, but not thinking she was evil. But she was being evil the entire time, but in her head she was being not a problem, because in her life, in her world, in her head, she just wanted to be left alone and have a happy life. But meanwhile, she was literally
Controlling
letting
people to the
kids
point
not
they
go to
want
the
die.
bathroom and holding them in their rooms and not eating, and keeping people doing the exact same thing over and over like it was a television show. Like, I don't understand what.
No, I understand. She's completely. No, it's like, okay. What is it? I
That
don't wanna make
wasn't
it easy, but-
Agatha. That wasn't Agatha doing that. That was
No.
Wanda doing that.
Yeah, I know. She was in full control, and she at any point was able. Look at. I don't know the episode number, but look at the. I don't know what it was called. The carnival, I guess, in the middle of town. She's able to expand it.
Yeah.
Meaning she's able to close it. She is.
She's in
full
control the
of
entire
that.
time. Yeah.
And she could close it. She had multiple ways of keeping Vision alive. 30, you said it too. She could have made it a ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
She could have made it a ring, but she was like, man, no, I want to live this town. Whoop.
Yep.
And she spread it out even further. She could have took over the world.
Right.
if none
Well,
of the
that right. It was
Avengers
just
got-
showing you. It was
Yeah.
showing you how powerful she is, where she's taking over.
And how far is she
yeah.
going to will for love?
Yep.
Right? But okay, if we're not going to consider that evil, then if the Joker's emotionally distraught and he kills 1 billion people, is he not evil?
Right. No, he's evil.
See, I'm saying
He still might be emotionally disturbed, but he's still
Okay,
he's still
but
an
if
evil
Joker
person.
is killing thousands of people and he's under the control of someone else, is that
He
the
wasn't-
Joker
she
doing
wasn't
it?
not-
in control.
She wasn't controlled.
Yeah, she was. She,
She
was
was
being
man-
She
controlled
wasn't.
and Yes, she was.
No, she wasn't. She was
Hey,
being no. She was doing her own thing, and Agatha was taking the point because she was weak, becoming friends with her to let her guard down. So she was also a powerful witch that could also manipulate her, but she was manipulating her to do certain things so she'd get access to the book. She wasn't manipulating her to be evil to the people.
I'm just gonna post Agatha all along, and that
Oh.
thing literally shows it, like what she was doing until she just gets Wanda alone. She manipulates it all. She does. She manipulates everything around her.
Around for Wanda, but Wanda was already doing the things to the people without Agatha.
Look at the guy in the office. The guy Vision talks to in the office. Look at him for a
Right.
prime
He even
example of
says
what happened to
she's
those
holding
people.
us back. Wanda's holding us. Yeah. She's doing
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
They didn't even know how long it was, but he still wanted to die. That was only day like 4 or 5.
even at the end, when she had control, all the people were coming up to her, let us go, please. We just want
Please.
to. Yeah.
We'll let
They were-
Billy play with your sons.
They were literally begging her to let them go.
Being me, I probably would have just jumped off. I would have been like, I'm sick of this. I do not want to go back. No, that's worse. That's honestly worse than death. You're being forced now to do whatever this random woman wants you to do.
Exactly,
Okay,
Sean.
Have no-
Can I talk?
Exactly, Sean. She was
Yeah.
she was taking advantage of her in her weak state, so she can gain access to become more powerful than what Scarlet Witch was.
I have something to say
before-
after Krebsy.
Go ahead.
If Wanda is having an emotional breakdown, okay, I'm not arguing that she didn't control people, and she spawns her dream world. Do we know that she imprisoned those people by herself,
Yes.
or
Yes. I could look
Go
it up
ahead.
real quick.
Continue.
I could look it up. real
no,
quick,
no,
because-
no?
Oh, well, I have something to say. I hate the debate. And you know what? I love all the paragraphs that I see of what Strange did compared to what Wanda did. It's the funniest thing in the world. It's like Strange helped this kid who got his life broken. And realistically, if he just explained it, everything would have been fine.
Right.
Or Peter asked questions. And look at that. Strange instantly tried to fix it. What did Wanda do? 9 days later. I guarantee you this. If Hayward or Agatha, or let's say this, if Agatha waited even longer and Hayward never interfered, I guarantee you this. She would have never let those people go. Never. 3, 4, 2 years. I guarantee, in fact, if she wasn't snapped away, I think Rescue would be happening right now, all the way until WandaVision actually happened. I think it would have been going on for 6 years. I think if the Avengers or them never got involved, 6 years would have passed.
I don't think this matters because the TV show already happened.
Oh, but I'm just saying, I'm talking about Wanda as a person. I don't think she would have ever let those people go. Never. Never. But even from those 9 days that she enslaved those people, knowing full well she can shorten, make it smaller, make it bigger. She could have took over the whole country. She could have took over the country if she wanted to.
It doesn't Rambo say it's all her? It's all Wanda?
Yeah. Everyone on the outside knows.
Like, didn't she say that during the actual show?
Yeah. She says it's all Wanda.
Reese even
Like when
Reese
she-
says
I
when the drone comes in, she drops the Happy Wife Act and goes back to bad guy mode for her own. Yeah, exactly.
Correct, but not.
So what are you trying to say? So are you agreeing that she's in control of her own thing, or are you saying Agatha is in control?
What I'm saying is when Wanda was in in Westview, okay, she was the person doing that. But at the end, whenever she came to Scarlet Witch, I personally don't count that Wanda and the Scarlet Witch as like the same person. I count that as like a new person being born.
Yeah, but
Like power wise?
yeah, but that doesn't make sense, Quibsy, because when she's in control of the town, she's Wanda.
Exactly.
Yeah.
May I?
At the
What
end,
you
when
just
she's
said.
when she's the Scarlet Witch, you're saying that Wanda is not the bad guy.
Wanda, as we know it, doesn't exist anymore. She's the Scarlet Witch.
She wasn't Scarlet Witch until the very end.
Exactly.
Wait. May
So I don't understand what you're talking about. My whole
May I-
argument is that
Okay,
Wanda is the
your
bad
argument
guy.
is based off of what I'm saying, but you're misinterpreting what I'm saying.
No,
What I'm saying is the events of WandaVision before she became Scarlet Witch. Yes, she was Wanda and evil, but once she became Scarlet Witch, the events that she had during Wanda wasn't her.
Okay.
I'm
And
losing
I
you there.
have
to, may I interject? Would you still consider what Hulk, like we know Hulk destroyed a bunch of villages. He's Professor Hulk now. Should I not blame the Hulk? They're a brand new person. They're a combination of two different
He's
people
completely
now.
two different people.
And now they're one.
Okay,
So should I-
guess I'm
should I
just
blame
awful
Hal?
explaining this.
No,
But like
you're I understand what you're saying. You're saying that Wanda is she's like a spider shedding her skin, and she's a completely new a new person. So what she did before she was Scarlet Witch is a completely different person. But that's not what I'm saying. The whole point of WandaVision is that Wanda, who's still the Scarlet Witch, by the way, okay, it's Wanda Maximoff as Scarlet Witch because she ascended
Correct.
into the Scarlet Witch.
Correct.
Okay. She was evil. The whole point I
Yeah, I'm
said
not
in the very
disagreeing with
beginning, but you did disagree and said that Wanda wasn't a bad guy.
Correct. Okay. Well, you're right there.
You said that Agatha was in control of her the entire time, is what you
She
said.
was though.
She wasn't.
She was.
I'm
She
looking
wasn't.
at Agatha. I literally looked at Agatha all along. That's her literally a quick little showcase of whatever she
Agatha
did.
manipulated her for
Which is
certain.
controlling.
No, she manipulated certain things to happen so Wanda would do certain things
Correct.
so she could get her pregnant, so she could
Wanda
line up
had
certain things.
Free will.
Wanda
Where's
didn't.
Emma?
Wanda was controlling the entire town. Agatha was controlling Wanda to make
Exactly.
her.
You
No,
just said
no,
it. You
no.
just-
no,
Let me
you just
finish.
said it. You
Let me
just said
finish.
it.
She was controlling in episode 8
She
and
was
9.
controlling Wanda to manipulate her to do certain things so she could get the power from Wanda so she could control the dark book.
Exactly.
But
But that's up
Agatha
to
was
them.
not making her take over control of the town or making the people being prisoners in their own homes or doing any of that stuff. Agatha was not doing any of that. She was manipulating Wanda, who was in a weak
Yeah.
state of mind, while she was controlling the town, the people, all that stuff. That's why sometimes it broke and people came out of the controlled mind state for seconds because she was being occupied by Agatha. She wasn't being occupied by Agatha to do all the bad things. Wanda was doing all the bad things on her own, hence why she grabbed the drone, threw it out, and said, don't come in there, because if you come back in there, that wasn't Agatha telling her to do that. That was Wanda telling her to do that.
I personally feel Agatha had what's the word I'm looking for? She had some decisions as to what happened.
No, Agatha was just controlling Wanda to make her do stuff so she could get the power of the dark of the book. That was it. She wanted to ascend. She wanted to become the most powerful witch. And how did she could do that was by taking out the other witch.
I'm not saying that Wanda didn't do bad things. I'm also not saying she did it by herself. What I'm saying is Agatha influenced those events.
She only influenced the things that happened, like bringing Ralph Boner in to make her weak, to break her concentration stuff. She wasn't bringing anything into the equation of holding the people hostage in their homes and keeping them prisoners for 9 days.
The most that she did was help Vision realize what Westview was.
Nope.
She could also just manipulated that as well if she really wanted to. I disagree. I think Wanda's still a bad guy. And that line to him, it's ridiculous.
I agree, Reese. She was manipulating her, not controlling her. Exactly. Wanda was in control the entire time. She was doing all that stuff, but she was being manipulated. That's why when Agatha came over, she was like, oh, you should get your husband and blah, 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 and to have sex. And they have this moment and then come to this location and do this and then do over here. She was manipulating her and making her do those little aspects of it. But she wasn't making the people being prisoners through Wanda. Wanda was doing that by herself.
Again, I agree with that.
Do you think they won't try
to go back to Doctor Strange? Like, I think that she is going to see what they're trying to do, like whatever the Illuminati is, because she even says it in the trailer. When you do something, you're a hero, but when I do something, I'm a villain. That's not fair, right? And like she's pushing and pushing, and then all of a sudden, there's going to be a moment where she snaps, and then she's going to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
And then you'll see her take control of other people.
All Illuminati and Strange versus some Illuminati members in Strange.
Or she brings back the other Strange that's dead and becomes back as a zombie.
Oh, yeah. That's another.
Nope, it's Batman.
What do you think she does to the multiverse? Because, like, in the comics, she said no more mutants, and then
I think in the comics, she says no more mutants. I think in here she makes mutants. I thought she made mutants when I thought something was going to happen during WandaVision where it explodes and it starts to affect people or the people in the town, or even because it was near New Jersey, and then Miss Marvel's there, and maybe I thought that's how she got her powers, but they're going a different route with the way she got her powers, and we'll see about that in the show. So I do think that she brings the mutants. Maybe there's mutants in other realms.
Oh, you're right.
And then she just kind of melds them together, and then makes mutants in this realm, in this timeline, in this universe.
You're right. What if the universe pair of her sons are in, they're mutants, and she drags that universe in with.
I mean, well, technically they were mutants. I guess they were magic based or whatever, but they had powers in WandaVision, right? But then again, we don't know. When she hears her voices or her children's voices at the end of WandaVision, and now she's looking for them, because that's what she's doing, right? She's helping Strange because she's got to be looking for right. She's got to be looking for her kids, right? Because they're out there somewhere, because she hears their voices. So we don't know if the voices are actually real or if there's some other bigger entity fucking with her to.
Well, it's the Darkhold.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is, someone's like, if it's Mephisto, calling out, pretending to be the children to draw her in because they need her power to try to get, you know what I'm saying? Like to
Do you think she makes a deal with Mephisto?
I have no idea, maybe.
She probably make a deal with Mephisto to get her
Or
kids.
or
and
she thinks she's more powerful than Mephisto and then
Well,
tries to take over herself.
that would be
Teletubbies.
unique.
But besides that, the scene where the two Wandas meet, the Scarlet Witch Wanda could be just stealing the kids of the good Wanda or whatever the other Wanda.
Oh, that'd be unique. Good, our version of Wanda takes us. I was
Mm.
like, thanks. Jesus Louise.
Another thing that did you look at the statues at the Illuminati HQ?
Yeah, I saw the way they were like lined up and stuff.
Not even that. Don't you think they look a little bit like the statues on Kang's desk?
Oh, I don't know. Is that what they look like?
Well, that's what I got from it. They look like they're built the same way.
I don't
On
remember what
Kang's
I don't
desk.
remember what the statues looked like on his desk.
But they weren't the same shape, but their visual appearance looked very similar to the art style of that. And it makes me wonder if like the Illuminati is like run by Kang and Kang secretly doing stuff in different universes with the Illuminati.
Could be. That could be a big
Mm.
thing where he's using the TVA and then he's using the Illuminati and he's in control of a bunch of different stuff. I can see that.
I guess.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Supposedly,
It's sad that this movie was
Sean
supposed to come out in
said-
March. Now it's coming out in May. Go ahead. What?
exactly. Supposedly, Sean said that Kang was a part of the Illuminati in the comics.
Huh?
Was he?
What? No. Unless it was a different. What?
I mean, when I look at him
Let me see,
here, let me say.
Illuminati.
And again, I'm not an expert here. I'm just looking. I don't see him on this list.
Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, Professor Xavier, Mr. Fantastic, Namor, Iron Man, and Sylvie? What? Let me see what this
But I don't
person-
know. This
So wait,
is
Oh,
did
it's Sylvie.
Like Loki Sylvie?
Yeah.
Is that literally on the
That's
list?
a current. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
you looking up.
Huh.
I'm looking up. I'm looking up a completely different thing then, huh?
That one.
Huh.
I looked it up. It says.
So what if that is
Current member. Oh, that
Kang
could be Sylvie.
who's flying in? Oh, I think I cracked it.
Let me see. She was a member, according to that.
I cracked the mystery character wide open. Oof.
Sylvie.
Let me see.
It's Sylvie.
No, it's not. It's Kang.
I would rather. That would be unique if it was Sylvie because you'd be like, "Who are you?"
When
It's
I
like
looked up the
Miss Logan.
Illuminati for Wikipedia, she doesn't pop up at all on
Yeah, I don't-
on this list.
Let me see. Okay, let me look at the Marvel one. Black Bolt, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Medusa,
And I also saw another theory.
Captain Britain.
Since we're,
Yeah,
Since we're
Captain
searching
Britain's
up-
part of it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry
since
about
we're,
that.
look, since
Wait.
we're looking up info, okay? Saw a tweet had pretty damning evidence, okay? Gargantos and the like tentacle monster that's holding up Chavez.
Right.
They have symbols on them.
We're talking about
And
the
they're-
mummy monster, the rat monster, whatever it was.
Yeah. They have symbols on them, and it makes me wonder if Wanda's controlling them.
They have symbols on them.
Like the
Yeah,
one tentacle
I'm looking at it right now.
has symbols on it, and then like the wrappings of the mummy monster has symbols on it.
Where?
The mummy monster is a little harder to look at.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
this scene here could be later in the finale of it, and she could be in control of it at that point. But at the same time, this is Defender Strange is there with. Yeah, look at all those. Yeah, it does have all those symbols on it. Huh.
And they're like runes or whatever.
Do you think it's a monster from the Darkhold?
Well, I don't know. Why would it be on this monster and Gargantos?
Is it on Gargantos too?
Yeah, it's on his one tentacle.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's on multiple.
Like, it makes me wonder why she would be controlling those. Okay, not why, how she would be controlling those.
Hmm.
Or who's controlling them, I should say.
Yeah.
Is
don't
this
know.
Evil Strange? Is this Wanda? What universe is this taking place in? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
there's a lot of questions.
Guy with the staff could be Namor. Namor? Maybe. It's
be.
definitely like a bow. It's not a staff. It's definitely it curves.
It could be a staff that has like the trident just like pop out if he needs it or something.
Could be
That'd
the
be
Living
trident.
Tribunal's stick thing.
Oh man, I hope it's a while until we see the Living Tribunal. Let me see.
Yeah,
Do you think
it
we'd
doesn't
get
look like a
another-
trident. It doesn't look like a trident. At least in the picture, in the video, it doesn't look like a trident. It's definitely
I'm gonna-
bending.
I'm going to be completely honest, 30. I don't even know what you're looking at. I can't even see that.
No, I know. I'm looking at the. Oh, what at the video? When I brought it up.
Yeah, when you brought it up, I couldn't see what you were seeing.
I know it's
All I
it's
saw
hard.
was a dude walking.
Yeah, no, it's hard to see, but when you're watching it, right? I can pause it. Right there. Okay, it's very slight. I know you're gonna maybe see if I can get it full screen for you. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Shit, what happened? What happened? Okay. Play.
I mean, it could be a. Well, wait, no.
I'm gonna try to zoom in and get you in there. God damn it! I can't get the fucking thing. I'm fucking everything up here. You see it? You see it? It's right here.
Huh.
There's the bow, like the stick there, right? And as I rewind, you can see the stick right up here as well. You see, it's not as easy as just it's not a stick.
Unless he's holding two weapons.
No, it's one weapon because you can see as he's walking. See, it's in his backhand, and you can see it's bowed. It's not a straight stick. It's a bowed stick.
Do you think it's wait?
Hold on. Let me see what
Carvel's about to say.
And it looks like they have really long hair. Because you can see the hair.
Where do you see it bow? I see the thing in his right.
Right here.
No.
No. Look, you can see it swaying. What do you? Man, you'd be a terrible
you're
detective.
looking at the shadow.
I'm not looking at any shadow. Look at the stick right here. You see this stick?
Directly at your cursor.
Yeah, this stick right here. Right?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. That's a stick.
That's a stick right there, and then look right here. There's the other part of the stick. Okay, right behind. See it?
Yeah, it looks.
It's bowed because right there, where the stick is up here, it bows and it comes down over here. It's a bowed stick. It's not a trident. It might be, but usually tridents are straight. Okay, there's a bowed in it, and then right here.
Well, along with that theory, okay. But would you say that dude has long hair?
It looks like long hair. Yeah, right here in the front.
So, who else has long hair in this? Mordo.
Yeah. But the hair here looks longer than what he has.
And if it's Namor, I don't think they give Namor long hair. That would be too similar to Aquaman.
Yeah.
It also doesn't even look like his body shape.
I don't know what that would be. What he's holding though.
I would love to know.
It's definitely some sort of stick.
I would love to know why they recruited Mordo.
So it's my theory on why they recruited Mordo is it was supposed to be Doctor Strange, but Strange is in this universe either evil or dead.
Wait, this universe?
Yeah, I think this entire scene isn't set in the main universe.
No, I thought this was. Oh
No, I don't. This is our Illuminati. No.
no! I thought this was a multiversal version of it. This is
What, you
protecting
think that
the-
you think each member is from a different universe?
I think some members can be from the same universe and others can be from different ones.
Oh, I was taking it as they were all from the same universe. But
Then
not
again, we
our
don't know what
own.
this. We know what the main Illuminati from the comics is. We protect our universe, so it's either that they landed there and they're quick to be like, "Yeah, we need to know why you're here." Kind of like
This is
how
kind of
Strange
why-
was with Thor.
Sean says I didn't say. Oh, never mind. He just deleted it.
This
But
is
Strange
kind of why.
basically snatched up Thor and was like, "Hey,
I was just about to read it, Sean, and then all of a sudden he deleted it. It's all right.
This is why I think there's two Illuminati groups. One's we're going to see in a Multiverse of Madness, okay? And then once Multiverse of Madness is done, I think in Ant-Man we're going to be introduced to another Illuminati group, and Kang is going to be a part of that group.
I thought they haven't confirmed anything else that could possibly lead into another thing with Kang, huh?"
No, not as of right now.
Technically, anything could involve Kang because he's the one who's saying what's happening.
No, I meant like as a main character.
Oh, the only thing is
Alright.
Ant-Man and Loki, season
I'm
2.
thinking.
Yeah,
And when is Ant-Man coming out?
next year,
Oh, I was about to say.
next summer, 2023.
Oh crap! When it? They haven't confirmed that
Was
it's
it-
coming. Loki's coming out this year, right?
No, Loki's being filmed this year and it comes out 2023.
Oh, so those two are going to be close. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
In
Which,
some way.
yes,
That means that they're probably going to wrap up Kang now.
I don't know if they.
And I
I don't,
think-
I don't know if they wrap him up. I think. I think. God, there's so many villains that you could have.
Well,
He's
they're
the
already
fan.
doing that with the Skrulls. I know they're wrapping that Secret Invasion story up, and that could have been 2-3 movies right there. That could have been a whole phase. Why are all these heroes acting different? Oh God, we're being taken, and they figure it out too late, and then they have a final fight in like another Avengers movie. But that's going to be all a Secret Invasion.
Kang could be there as Nathaniel Richards.
Oh, that would have been cool.
What were you gonna say, Krebsy? You were gonna say something.
I think they're meticulously putting Moon Knight before Multiverse. Actually, no, I don't, because Multiverse of Madness is supposed to be out before it. Never mind. So
Yeah.
Well, originally,
Moon Knight's not supposed to have any connection to this then.
no,
No,
and then originally they
No.
were.
yeah, I don't think Moon Knight. If anything, yeah, they'll link that to something else like down the line, which is kind of weird. Like setting up another story like that while
You'll have so many.
you have this
I
story
know-
going on.
I know, where are we? Post-credit scene, what is it going to be?
Post-credit scene. I'm thinking of Watcher.
For Multiverse of Madness.
I'm thinking of Watcher. I'll go with that.
Does it have to link something up to the next film, which is Thor Ragnarok?
It's your opinion.
Uh,
Or it's not Ragnarok. Sorry, Thor: Love and Thunder.
oh my God, you're right.
I'll say. Fuck. It's got to be
So I got
something.
some
It's
bombs.
got to be something cosmic because it's multiverse
Galactus.
related. I'm gonna say it's Loki related.
Loki season 2.
I don't know if it's Loki season 2 per se. I think it has to do with something with either Ant-Man or Loki.
Okay.
One of the two, because I think it's gonna have to link to Kang in some way, shape, or form.
I agree.
Yeah, I think
My two options were a Fantastic Four release date
Ooh, that's a good one with the Fantastic Four.
or a unannounced X-Men IP.
I don't think they'll do a release date, but I can see them introducing. But them if Reed Richards is in here as part of the Illuminati,
That's already
then that's
Yeah.
already like hinted enough to say, unless it's just a variant that gets killed off and like a Ralph Boner moment type of thing, right? Like it's him, but it's not him type of moment. But I like that, a Fantastic Four or an X-Men type of thing, like a mutant.
Mhm.
I can see that. Ooh,
It
What
would
about-
make sense because Wanda, Magneto.
I was just gonna
Mutant.
say if Magneto's not in the film, Magneto is at the end in the end credits, which would then
Yep.
confirm there's mutants 100%, even though Professor
Mhm.
Xavier is in the film.
You see
well,
him like, where was he at the end of the last movie?
For what?
Who?
X-Men, Magneto. What was the last
Well,
movie?
I don't know.
It
I
doesn't matter.
didn't see the last movies.
Oh, I remember.
Are
He
we
had his
talking
own
about
little
Dark
village
Phoenix?
camp. Yeah, he had his own little camp made of
Did
mutants
some
at
trash.
that.
He always has that. That's why he was in the cartoon.
No. So that's how you introduce it. It's like, so you probably just go into a cabin, kind of like how WandaVision ended, and then you just see a guy just lifting a pan over into another room.
So
cooking dinner.
wait. You think that during Multiverse of Madness, we're going to go to the Fox universe?
I think if there's a pair or version of Wanda's kids in that universe, they could easily yank that universe in. They could easily be like, well, there you
You know,
go.
I like it. Too good
Yeah.
not to do it.
It's like, technically, you would just have to change some things.
I like it. You're like, I like it.
You could do a whole what if episode with what if they were always there? Like everyone's memory alters to where, okay, they were here all along.
I feel like it's not going to be a. I want to take my Loki Kang thing back, because I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be answered soon. I think it's going to be something that's teased, so it would be more of the lines of like what Sean's saying, like a Galactus type of hint, or I'll still stick with Magneto because mutants will come down the line. So I'm going to go with some sort of mutant hint or Galactus hint, which technically still goes towards mutants anyway. So
You got to start cashing in on that $70 billion check.
yeah, you got to start making sure that Fox starts to pay off the Searchlight. You know what I mean?
Do you think? I mean, you don't think they're gonna have Magneto be Wanda's father after this? Like,
Oh,
it's a strange
I
thing.
think 100% Magneto's going to be her father.
So.
I don't think the father that they showed in
It could have been
in
him.
WandaVision, I don't believe that's him. I believe
You don't
that
think it's Eric?
No, I don't believe that they showed her dad when the house collapsed. I don't believe that's
Adopted father.
Yeah, it was I think it was an adopted father and mother that had both her and her brother. But her real father is still Magneto. That's what I believe.
Oh, so
I agree.
that could have actually happened, yeah, because that would be unique. It's like,
Because we discussed this during WandaVision. You can't do the whole I don't know when it was. You can't do the whole World War II thing because Magneto would be too old.
Right, it's got to be some sort of other new event. You have to, unless they make a new plot point or a new backstory where he lives longer. You know what I mean, type of thing.
Or Wanda pulls two kids and Magneto from a different universe.
Something.
You could introduce it where, well, how
And
was
in this
Logan when he
universe-
first got shown? He got snatched up and taken by Weapon X, right? So you could have a facility like that being like, oh, cool, a superpowered person. That's awesome. We're gonna militarize him,
All right,
and he has power over metal.
I'm gonna do
better.
speed round real fast. Just say yes or no. Okay.
Okay.
Do we see Wolverine?
No.
Yes.
Do we see Tom Cruise?
Yes.
Yes.
Do we see Captain Marvel like Brie Larson?
Hopefully not.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Do we see Captain Britain? And Captain Britain is
Henry Cavill?
is Henry
You mean
Cavill.
Henry Cavill?
Yes, Henry Cavill. Do we see Henry Cavill as Captain Britain?
Yes.
Again, these are just cameos. Like doesn't mean they're coming into the universe as it.
Who did you say?
Captain Britain as
Captain
Henry
Britain.
Cavill.
Henry
He's
Cavill.
The Witcher dude.
Yeah.
Probably-
Superman.
No.
Do we see Deadpool?
Yes. That's probably That's probably one of the mid credits. That's probably how they're going to introduce him.
No.
So we don't get a scene with Deadpool and Wolverine in the same shot.
I think we get a scene with Deadpool.
Oh well, okay.
That's a subtle way to introduce some mutants. He's a mutant. There you go.
Okay. You're just saying that you changed my mind.
That's a subtle way. It's like,
Alright.
hey, look, it's Deadpool. He walks out. He
Yeah.
walks out of bathroom.
Oh, okay. Do we see Cable meet Thanos?
That
No.
no. I
No.
think if we see Cable, it'll probably be with Deadpool, but not Cable with Thanos. We could. Okay, I changed my after.
That would be
credit
pretty
scene.
funny, though.
If it's one of them, it's probably going to be Deadpool. He'll be the last one. He walks out of bathroom, and like, what was it? There was a trailer where he came out the bathroom. It was like the announcement of the Deadpool 2 movie coming out. He just walked out in like a little what was it? Walked
Porta
in like
potty-
cover or something.
Like a porta potty?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Like he walked out in a robe. He walked out in a robe and was like, "I'll be back."
I don't
When he
remember
killed
that.
Hitler?
I don't remember.
No. It was before Deadpool 2.
I
He
think
walked out in a
he's talking about like some sort of like trailer.
it was
or
like it was
like
like
a
he walked out in a
commercial.
red robe
Yeah, I
and then he
don't-
walked into another room. You could do that as an after credit scene or something similar, and it's like, oh, cool, mutants are here. It's like they wouldn't show this for nothing. And technically, Deadpool 2 is coming out, right?
Deadpool 3.
3.
Oh, Deadpool 3. We don't
Are you
have a
done with the
release
yes/no
date.
game?
but-
What's that?
Are you done with the yes/no game?
Yes.
Damn.
Is that part of the game?
Mephisto.
No.
No. Oh wait.
Kang.
Oh,
Who?
yeah.
Kang the Conqueror, not or a version of him.
I want to say yes.
I'm saying no. I really hope we get this.
Oh, I already said this, but Mephisto doesn't have to be Mephisto. Could be Doctor Strange being like Mephisto, like
Possibly. Yes.
Okay.
I think we do.
Reed Richards.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, do we get Tom
Variant?
Cranston? Do we get Tom Cranston's Reed Richards, or do we get a new Reed Richards?
I
I think we get Tom
think we
Cranston.
get-
I think we get the
yeah.
old. I think we get the
Tom
old one, but it's
Cranston,
just.
I think he saved
You think
Yeah.
you think he's
Krasinski. You saved
No.
Krasinski for the film.
I don't think he's a good actor that you could have be Mr. Fantastic for the future. I think have the old actor be the variant of Mr. Fantastic, and then you have John Krasinski be Mr. Fantastic in the MCU later.
or do you introduce him or
what
do
I
you
said.
introduce him now? Yeah.
Oh, good. I think you can introduce.
Yeah, but wouldn't he have to be part of? Well, no, they got. Wouldn't he be part of the mutants?
Who?
Reed Richards.
No, because they get their power.
Yeah,
no,
he gets his
no,
powers,
get
right?
the
He gets his powers.
cosmic
Yeah,
storm.
cosmic. Yeah.
And he'll be
Who
the
else?
next technical tech guy. Yeah.
All right, over or under 10
That's not bad.
cameos.
Oh, 10 cameos.
10 cameos. Let me
More.
think.
You think over,
No.
over 10 cameos?
You're gonna throw like 3 on the screen at a time.
Okay,
Cameos.
that's why I said 10. 10. So you think over 10?
Well, there's Wolverine. There's Professor X. There's gonna be Reed Richards. There's gonna be
Well, there's already 6. There's already 6 on the council, right?
Iron Man.
Tom
So is there going to
Cruise.
be 4 more that
100%.
I think I'm still keeping to the fact I see the Watcher. So I'll say yes to over 10.
I'm going to say under 10.
You think we're getting 9?
I think we'll get like 9 or 10
exactly.
or 10. Yeah. 9 or 10. And we already know 6 are going to be on screen in the Illuminati.
I
Have to
think
give us
we
3
get
more.
around.
Who do you think the other 4 are?
I don't know. As it was for the
If
Illuminati?
you had to guess, I mean. Like
The-
if you were
For the Illuminati or
just in general.
I mean I think we get we get Professor X. I think we get a Magneto. I think we get a Logan. I think we
Green.
get Reed Richards, right? We get Reed Richards.
4.
We get we get a Captain Britain, or I'm sorry,
5.
Captain sorry,
Captain Carter?
Carter,
Captain Carter. That's 5.
5.
Did you say Black Bolt?
I didn't say Black Bolt.
Loki.
I think we get
Which
Loki.
Loki?
I think we get a Loki. Doesn't matter. Just a Loki.
I'm thinking it'll be Sylvie, if anything.
That's 6.
6.
Who else? Who else we got?
Does Toby show up?
Oh, Iron Man. We get superior. We get Tom
Yeah.
Cruise. Tom Cruise.
Oh, yep. 7.
Okay, we get Tom Cruise as that.
I don't think we see Toby.
Toby. We're bringing Spider-Man into this now.
No. I just don't.
I
think
don't.
we're gonna see Toby.
People think we're gonna see him in Multiverse of Madness. I'm like, you're crazy.
If we
That's
do see him, it'll be for like this long. He'll be a snap of the finger.
No,
Well,
no,
even
yeah,
if it is,
he's-
that's a
no.
cameo. That's a cameo.
yeah,
ain't showing
but I'm
up.
hoping
He-
not.
Nope, he's not showing up.
Look, we're at 7
heard
right
it's-
now. I can't even think of 3 others right off the top of my head right now.
3 others.
Whoever they are, there's gonna be 3 others. There's gonna be 10 or less.
Well, you know, there's the Minotaur dude.
Mentor.
Oh, he
Who is it?
counts.
I mean, he's from the comics.
Okay.
I,
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll take it as 8. That's fine. I'm not counting Wong or Chavez because we know they're in the film. We're talking
Yeah.
talking
Correct.
cameos, right? So, and it doesn't count for 15 alternates of Strange. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not Cumberbatch as Strange 15 times. It's got to be another character that's.
Well, then I changed my answer. I think it's gonna be a little. 9's a good number. 9's a good
Because
number.
we'll get 5 Stranges just off the top of our heads right there. Like that.
Do you
Yeah.
think we see Strange Supreme? Do you think that we
Yes.
see Strange
If you don't,
after credit
if
scene?
you don't show him during this, you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay, Marvel, hire us. We'll do it for you.
We already know we have regular Strange, we have our Strange, we have Sinister Strange, we
Hero
have
Strange.
Defender Strange. Who's Hero Strange? Which one's Hero Strange?
Oh, that's what I meant. the
Defender?
Defenders
Okay.
Strange. Yeah.
We have Defender Strange, Sinister
Oh,
Strange,
Defender
regular
Strange-
Strange.
Is Defender Strange the one with like the weird white stripes in his head?
I
Yeah,
love that
Yeah,
design.
he's got like with a ponytail. He's got a ponytail behind him. Yeah.
Okay. I
I love that
don't
design.
like that.
So there might be like 4 different Stranges potentially, and then the Zombie Strange. right?
Zombie Strange.
Yeah, Zombie Strange. So that's 4 Stranges.
How much?
How much what?
Is it gonna be the next No Way Home? Is it gonna be a Black Widow?
No, I think it'll with all the cameos that it will have in there. You put a Tom Cruise in there or a Logan in there. Already with Patrick Stewart in there, you're gonna get buzz about it. You're gonna get people going to go see it. The theaters are gonna.
Get over it.
I think it'll get 1.5 easy.
1.5 easy.
Yeah.
Although Spider-Man has 1.8.
Yes.
That's ballsy.
No, 1.8 is it'll get 1.5 at the end. By the end, 1.5 at least.
I guess I had a question for both of you.
Someone
according-
said Batman was gonna be
Okay.
is gonna beat 2 billion. I'm like, you guys are nuts.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant
Dude,
someone said Batman was going to be.
Yeah,
in the
I was
movie.
I was reading Twitter the other day. They're like, Batman's the most anticipated movie of the year. I'm like, what do you guys crack? First of all,
What?
if it's a 3-hour movie, it can't make that much money because there's less show times in the theater.
Wait.
It comes
I'm
in
also
it comes in
baffled
at
by
just
that.
like 5 minutes less than 3 hours.
So,
I see that being awful.
Furby, here's a question. Because of No Way Home, this is just really correct. Do you think we get an episode dedicated to both of the other Spider-Man's universes? And how those timelines now differ?
Where would that air though? The
Oh,
series?
and What If?
No.
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 Not even with just Toby's? Because that's massively different because all
Mm,
those changes now in
Oh,
that one singular universe with all that happening.
I mean, I think we get like a Spider-Man, like we did with What If 2, like they did with the other Spider-Man, where he's like strange type of.
Season 3, maybe.
But
yeah,
I don't see
season
them.
3.
I don't see them doing what you're saying. I don't know.
Okay. I was just curious. I saw someone say that or rumor that as well.
I only say season 3 because season 2 they pretty much already it's done, and
You
season
think we
3
get a
would be.
Hawkeye episode?
We already have a Hawkeye episode.
No, no. I mean, like a dedicated because of the Hawkeye
Oh
series.
no, nope, nope,
Yeah.
nope, nope.
I wonder what the other ones will be. I'm anticipating What If season 2. Hopefully it
That's coming out sometime
this year, right?
this
We
year,
know
supposedly.
when it's releasing.
We don't know. We don't know when, but
They said that there'd be an episode based on each Marvel movie.
That's what I don't like. The best stories is one that is original, where like I don't know. The
Agreed.
Anthony-
Like you could
how many-
still do an original one, but it like based around each character, like
Yeah,
Mm.
but why
Ant-Man.
does every what if have to be based off of what happened?
no, I like that what we got, and then speculating if we're gonna get like a crossover type of thing. I don't want them to base it off of. I like what they did last season.
Do you think that we get an X-Men episode to tell if they do just randomly
No.
be like, oh, the X-Men were always here? Do you think we get an episode where it's like, so this is how they were? Like this is like
No, I don't think so because I don't think they've even introduced X-Men yet. So I don't think they would
Yeah.
introduce X-Men in the What If.
not even in season 3?
Maybe, but if season 3 comes out after an actual X-Men movie comes out,
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's the case.
I don't see them. I don't know. I don't see them bringing in something before they establish it in the actual MCU.
Oh.
All right.
Well, I ain't got nothing else to talk about.
All I can say is I'm hyped for that movie.
I was gonna stream, but now I'm not gonna stream. I was gonna stream Dark Bold. That
I'm hyped for the movie.
I'm excited for it.
Honestly, I'm not hyped for She-Hulk anymore. She-Hulk is
yeah,
just going down, in my opinion.
I'm toned down a little bit. Like I wasn't excited for Hawkeye. I liked Hawkeye when it came out. I'm not excited for Moon Knight. I'm intrigued by what Moon Knight was going to be, but after last year, watching all the series that we saw,
Low expectations.
I have very
Yeah,
low expectations for what's happening in all the shows.
That's really bad. That's really bad. No.
Well,
It's
but
lower expectations.
well, no, it's not even that. It's like even with Star Wars.
Boba Fett.
Yeah,
Ugh.
even with Star Wars, like
Oh,
I'd rather get shows that we're getting to watch Star Wars than not get anything at all. Same with Marvel. I like the fact that we're getting shows like backstory, or speculations and type of stuff leading up to certain things. Like I'll take that over. I'll take a shitty episode of that than nothing at all, because I feel like even though the stories aren't the greatest, at least they're somewhat entertaining. And at the end of the day, that's what it should be. But then you have to add on top of that, like the different aspects of what they're trying to push, the agendas and changing all the
Yeah,
stuff.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
oh.
And that starts to chip away at like what I think it's going to be, and then my expectations lower, and then they throw something at me, and it lowers my expectation a little bit more. But yeah, like I said, I'd rather have shows than not have anything at all, and like be like completely like it sucked. Like the like when we watched Tobey Maguire's first Spider-Man, and then I had to wait years to get another Spider-Man. Like
And
that
they want it's good.
yeah, like waiting that length of time to get something else. But when we got the X-Men and Spider-Man and all this other stuff, it was better, right? It was better because there was more stuff.
I was waiting for it to get like better.
Yeah,
I was like,
but the expectations, this is why like sequels are always like suckier than the original, because you have no expectations for a movie when it's brand new.
all I could do is be like, I hope it's either at least a point down from the first one or even better. But like now I gotta be like, God, I hope it doesn't suck.
Like Kevin Smith.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Kevin Smith said that Spider-Man got gypped because it should have got Picture of the Year, and I disagree with that. Even though I love Spider-Man: No Way Home, that movie should be nowhere near like movie of the like for Best Picture. Nowhere near.
Yeah, no. You notice none of the best pictures this year are Marvel movies.
Yeah, well, no Marvel
all
movie.
suck.
Most of them
Yeah,
were-
no
most of
Marvel
them were
movie
bad.
should ever. Well, none of the Marvel movies I've seen should be Picture of the Year ever. Right?
Didn't
Yeah,
Black Panther win that?
Black Panther was nominated. I don't think it won Best
somehow.
Picture.
Somehow.
Did it win Best Picture? I don't remember
I
that.
hope
thought it
not.
did.
I'll look it up.
But I'm looking forward to Moon Knight, not for the story or whatsoever. I'm just looking forward to how brutal it is because Kevin Feige said it's going to be brutal, and I want to see what limits Disney is going to push.
No,
Yeah.
it didn't win Best Picture. It won 3 awards.
It was for clothing.
Yeah, it was
That's one
for.
of them.
Yeah, it loses Best Picture
You
to
struck?
Green Book.
Oh,
Best picture was Green Book?
No.
I don't know what.
It won for Best Original Score, Best Costume Design, and Best Production Design.
yep.
And stuff like that,
Yeah.
I think they should be nominated and stuff. But Best Picture,
Uh-huh.
meaning you have to have, if your actors are not nominated for Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Best Directing, Best thing, then your picture shouldn't be is Best Picture.
There.
Do you know what I'm saying? If you don't have a nomination
So-
of best actor, best supporting actor, best actress, whatever, then you shouldn't even be in the running for Best Picture. Because if you don't have best
Unless you're deaf.
people, then how do you get a Best Picture?
Because you're Deathloop.
Are they even doing best clothing design this year?
I have no idea. I don't even know.
I
When,
don't think so.
I don't look. I used to work in the industry for 20 years, and I don't even know when the fucking Oscars are anymore because I don't even care.
Like, I've never heard of that before. That year,
I don't even care.
it was like, hey, we need to give it something. It's like
March
really?
27th, 2022 is when the Oscars come out.
Oh wow, I was anticipating it and I didn't even know. I was like, huh.
I hope Marvel can just take the momentum that No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness is going to create and actually
Just keep going.
keep Marvel afloat and stop handing out garbage.
Yeah, that's my friend told me. It's like we're getting Marvel movies, but it's like, okay, are these gonna be as good? No. Are they gonna be like? As long as you're better than like Iron Man 2, I'm fine. Like I didn't like Iron Man 2 that much. Like that's as long as you're better than Thor: The Dark World, everything's fine with me. As long as you're better than trash, I am fine.
But like Widow, awful. Shang-Chi, yeah, okay.
It was
Eternal,
good. To the third
Did you
act.
finally watch it? Did you finally watch Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
I watched that the day it launched on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
That movie
Eternals,
was
I haven't seen that,
Oh,
and that movie's awful. I hear, and I'm probably never going to watch that.
Gotta watch it.
it's
well,
important for like stuff
Important?
related to
It's not.
that.
It's not important.
it's so important. 30 can't even tell you what the post credits.
No, I
scene
meant
is.
Yeah, I
like
totally
the-
forgot.
No, I meant like according to like the universe and how they're gonna be affected, not like the movie itself.
It
What,
literally,
the only thing I need to know is that Galactus is inside the Earth.
Well,
So let's.
it's
yeah,
not
so there you go.
Galactus, but yeah.
That's really about it. It's about 5 to 10 things that you need to know. You don't actually have to watch that movie. That's what I did. I was like,
Oh,
huh.
when does this?
I did it to myself.
When does this movie take place? By the way.
What, Eternals?
No.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. It takes
should
place
take
after
place
Spider-Man,
No Way
right?
Home,
After No Way
Yeah.
Home, so
after Hawkeye too. So
that's another reason why I didn't think that it was Captain Marvel, the mystery character, because in Shang-Chi she had long hair, that short hair. So just saying.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Wait,
I
when
didn't.
does
I didn't. I
Shang-Chi
didn't think
take
it was Captain
place?
Marvel. Nova was my big guess, but now.
when does Shang-Chi take place? Because
Shang-
Bruce is himself again.
When did that take place?
In the timeline, it takes place between Loki and it's like 3 months. It's like 3 months after.
Hawkeye?
No, it's
No,
before.
Hawkeye's-
It's
no.
before Eternals and before Hawkeye.
Hawkeye's the
Oh,
newest-
so it's taking place during Far From Home too. Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Took
yeah.
place
It's
before
at-
Far From Home. Yeah.
Is it before or after? I thought it was
Oh,
Well, if
that's
Eternals
Eternals.
takes place
Never
at the
mind.
same time.
Shang.
is
Hold
after
on.
is after.
Okay. I was like, wait. It's after.
Yeah, here I'll go to Disney Plus real fast and just look it up.
Eternals takes place before Far From Home.
Hmm?
Shang-Chi, I'm pretty sure, takes place.
No, they take place during the same time.
Okay,
I don't know. I don't know when Shang-Chi
hold
takes
on.
place.
I'll tell you. Shang-Chi takes place after Falcon and Winter Soldier and before Eternals.
Okay.
Oh,
But I don't
Wow.
know where Far From Home fits in between that. So
Far From Home's after Eternals.
Far From Home is after Eternals.
Yes.
No, they're both taking place. Wait, what? No, they're both taking place during the same period. That's what I saw.
100% Far From Home is after Eternals.
So it's 6
Mhm.
months after. 6 months after Avengers Endgame, right?
Let's see.
Far From Home?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay.
In like 2024, I think. Yeah, 2024. Then after No Way Home is
So Far From Home is after
Hawkeye.
Eternals, and it's Far From Home, then Hawkeye, then No Way Home.
May I
No.
ask?
Far
May I
From
ask
Home, No
something?
Way Home, Hawkeye.
Who's more? Is she like the director or something?
Oh,
relating to
right.
Eternals?
Hawkeye's after No Way Home. Okay, I
Mhm.
gotcha.
Yeah, it says right here, Moore, whoever that is, said that Eternal takes place right around the same time as Spider-Man: Far From Home, with the world's recovering. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's either a few days or during that same week. So
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Eternals, Far From Home, No Way
No Way
Home,
Home,
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
And then where would Multiverse of Madness take place in there? It's either after No Way Home or after Hawkeye.
I guess I was just asking because I thought Bruce was just gonna say it's the Hulk the entire time. Oh.
Well, 30 brought up a good logical statement saying that they didn't want to waste a CGI budget on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't.
So they literally just make him human again, and then they bring him back as Hulk in She-Hulk.
Oh, yeah. That's why I thought there was a timeline.
I
difference.
hope they make Hulk
She-Hulk,
into
the cool guy.
the what's it called? World War Hulk during that. I hope they go towards that. But
Correct.
You think they
we'll
send
see.
Hulk away and then they go through the?
Yeah, I think by the end of She-Hulk, we see Hulk go away.
They also need to update the Hulk model because the first Avengers one, best looking one.
You're right, but I hope that they show him, and then the Illuminati are still the reasons.
That they have to not only, he can't have a solo film. He's got to be with somebody. By contract, he can't be solo. So he's got to team up with somebody.
Who could he team up with?
I mean, that's why he's with She-Hulk. If he's back in it, he can't have a standalone show. He's got to be with somebody. He can't have a standalone movie because he has to be with somebody.
Wait, why?
Because of contracts and
Marvel, Disney doesn't own the rights to Hulk.
Yeah, well, they own them. They just don't own them for solo. they can use him. They can use him. They just can't distribute it with a solo film. He has to be with somebody.
Which at that point, why don't you just sell it to Disney? Like, you're just making the fans angry. But that's a discussion for another day.
Yeah, that's just making it even worse.
More ridiculous. All right. Good talk. I'm gonna get done. I appreciate you guys tuning in and having a conversation with me. I know it might be boring for some people watching, but I like just chit chatting and bullshitting about this shit because it's fun. Why not? So appreciate it, Krebsy. Appreciate it, Duke. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Peace.
I'll talk to you guys later. All right, chat. We'll be back tomorrow morning, Wednesday edition. Daily Grind in the morning, and then we'll do some Lost Ark after that. Tomorrow night, we'll probably just do more of Lost Ark. There is no Disney Plus show happening, and it's going to start late. I have dinner with some family members that are coming into town, and I'll probably get back around like 9:30. So instead of streaming at 8, I might start up at like 9:30. Appreciate it very much. You guys have a good evening, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.